Alright, it looks like we are live. Hey, everybody. Sorry for that delay. Had to use the bathroom, and then the capture card was having issues with audio again, so I think the capture card's probably the next piece of technology that's going a little bit downhill. Which I'm not that surprised. I mean, it's fairly old, it's been heavily used, so it put up with the old computer for quite a while, so that's also true. Hey, Robbie. So tonight, we're jumping right back into Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Of course, I had no success beating this die last night, though I actually made it like probably halfway through at least one of those runs. But that's not where we are starting out tonight. We are starting out tonight with going back into the main game to work on the remaining trophies. Okay, so it looks like my main manual save was a little bit further on. I've seriously been at this for 3 hours so far, and I'm only like halfway through the game. That's embarrassing. That's a bit embarrassing. Oh, there it goes. Alright. And it is also going to be quite fun because we get to have infinite ammo nowadays, so that should make things pretty interesting. Hey, Goran. Yeah, hopefully we can make some good progress tonight. Hopefully finish off the Platinum Trophy. I'm also having to finish up a Duolingo thing right now. Sort of slowly working on it. Hey, Aiden. So let's see where we are at currently. We have the Snake Key, we have the D-Series arm. So let me go double check the trophy list. I know obviously we still have to get the ending, and we still have to get... I think we beat Margarita. I think that was one of the last things we did last night. Okay, so we got the other ending, of course, so that's fine. And then we have the remote bomb and then the happy birthday videotape. That one I'm probably going to have to look at to remember exactly what to do. The time limit isn't horribly strict on it, but it can be a little bit tough. Alright, so we need to find the 2 key cards, and I'm assuming that they are somewhere inside the house. Yep. Do we not... Wait, we have the snake key, right? Yeah, that's the snake key. Okay. So we should be fine. Started Jack and Daxter 1, plans to get flat. Nice. Alright, so we got a few Oh, yep, now the molded are going to spawn in more places, which is always fun. It's very fun when you have the infinite ammo Magnum. Okay, he ate those bullets like a champ. And they get a little bit more numerous at this point. Now, have I already... I haven't gone into the master bedroom yet. Okay, so that's going to actually circle us back down to the lower area. But there is stuff in here. I believe that we're going to get... Okay, we don't need the handgun bullets. But I believe we get an inventory upgrade in here. An herb, shotgun shells. Oh yeah, it's the creepy old lady. She's here, apparently. Just chilling out. I guess this is her bedroom, so I guess she's probably not happy about me ransacking the place. But I guess she's just going to have to put up with it. Ooh, neuro rounds. Not like they're really going to be all that useful because we don't really need them with the infinite ammo and such. A treasure photo inside of the head underground, which we're actually going that way, I believe. I can now carry more items, always good. What's going to be next after this? I don't know yet. The same time as all other clocks. Well, I'm going to have to run back outside and figure out what that is. Because I don't remember that off the top of my head. There's a clock right here, so... That is going to be 10:15, so we just got to set it to 10:15. And that's going to open up a little secret passageway. Perfect. Easy enough. I wonder if this area has a trap in it the way that it does in Ethan Must Die. I don't think it does, but it might. I guess it doesn't. Okay, well, that's good. Alright, so we're now in a room that we've never really been in before, but we got the red key card. There we go. That's one of our 2 things that we need. Enhanced handgun bullets. Obviously not necessary. And we unlock this door. Alright, so that is everything down here that I actually care about. Oh, is there... Oh no, that's a bullet hole. I'm sure something's going to jump out at any time now, but thankfully we have Magnum. Which I should probably remember to reload. And there's no quick turn button in this game, is there? Oh, that was a great shot, Ethan. Well, it is a moving target, and this is a large handgun, so I guess that's fair. Okay, first key card obtained. Now we gotta go upstairs for the second key card, because I know where we're gonna go next. Next up is up here in this other bedroom. That's not the football helmet I was referring to, nope. Oh, it's suddenly dark in here and covered in molded. That's probably a good thing. I'm sure that large amounts of mold ingestion, whatever you wish to call it in this case, is certainly healthy. It's a toy baseball bat. And nothing else, apparently. Honorable mention, amateur robotics. Second place, engineering. And third place, engineering. I definitely just heard something. And that's a soccer ball that looks like it probably could be a puzzle of some kind. Also, I should probably close this before something unsavory enters. I decided to go back and continue COD World War II's DLC. Got the plat a while ago, but not all the DLC trophies. Good luck with it. Hope you can get through it. Hope it goes well. That game had some rather annoying DLCs from what I remember. And that opens up our secret pathway. Spoons! And forks. That's probably not a good thing. And nothing else in here, so let's head on up. Yeah, hopefully we can get the platinum tonight. That'd be pretty solid. Oh, there's the happy birthday videotape. So that is something that we are going to need quite soon. Get rid of this extra ammo that we really have no use for. Make them into medicine first. Right, so we need chem fluid for that, which we, of course, don't have. Okay, so we're going to need that videotape here in a little while. And then, what else is laying around in here? There's a bobblehead. Toy axe. Oh, the model shotgun. Okay, so that is actually something that we can use. Oh, that makes neuro rounds. Okay. We can actually take this with us, because there is a use for that. Gets us a different shotgun, one that gives us more than 2 shots before we have to reload. Or, no wait, that one gives us 2 shots before we have to reload, but it's more powerful. And another shadow puzzle thing. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do next. We will figure that out as we get there. That looks like it should be like that. Nope. And like that. That looks better. Nope, apparently that's not it either. I usually don't struggle with these, but this one's causing some problems for whatever reason. That kind of looks like the picture, but upside down. Is that it? Oh, that's closer. Like that? Nope, that's not it. Why am I struggling so much with this one? I usually don't have many problems with these, but this particular one is being a little bit problematic. DLCs are tough. Got a trophy today by completing the first map of Tortured Path. Feels like torture playing that map. Just wait till you get to some of the other trophies. Yeah, some of those DLC trophies are not a fun time. I wouldn't say I necessarily, like, raged too much with it, at least, because I generally had good people I was playing with. But there were a few ragier moments to it, for sure. Man. Is it just not this thing? Okay, I'm clearly missing something with this, because these are not that difficult. These are not usually this difficult, so... is that it? Nope. So I'm pretty sure this is how we get the blue key card, so we actually have to do this one. Is that it? There we go. That took way longer than it should have. And there's the blue key card, exactly as I thought. Alright, so we can actually progress, but we are going to need to go watch the Happy Birthday videotape, which we can do out in the trailer. Sucks the darkest shore, you literally can't see a thing, just gray and... Yeah, that one's probably the hardest map, though. If I remember correctly. That one was probably the hardest map in general, although there are some difficult parts of the other maps. Alright, so now we have this, so... we can get rid of that. I don't really need it. And then we can get rid of... Well, I don't really want to get rid of the neuro rounds because they're kind of cool, but... I can't get rid of the snake key. Okay, fine. We'll just throw this back to the item box real quick. So now we get that. And we give him the broken shotgun. And now we have a new shotgun. Wait. Hang on. That's not right. Oh, that's what we do. Okay, yep, there we go. Oh, is Zoe calling, or is it the creepy Lucas kid? June 20th was the creepy YouTube video from Menendez, so we may get some stuff regarding Black Ops 7. Yeah, happy Black Ops 2 Day. Yeah, that should be interesting. I wonder if it's interestingly fitting, given all the turmoil going on in the world right now, that's the day that he releases the video to court his D. So it could be interesting. Hopefully nothing crazy happens tomorrow, but these days you never really know. Okay. Oh, now we got some molded outside. Okay, so to fix that shotgun, we have to find a repair kit somewhere. Let's just go ahead and use up the key cards, and we'll make a save out here. Sounded like there was a third one. Okay, that's open. And I wonder if we go back in here, because there's a little secret area in here, the extra shadow thing. Oh, I think this is where we use the axe at. Actually, kind of scary how almost accurate it was. There's a lot of games out there that are shockingly accurate to certain things that happen in the real world, like way more than they probably should be. The stabilizer, that actually isn't really all that useful. That's not what I wanted. I was hoping it was going to be something on the repair kit. Alright, so now that we're here, we can put the broken shotgun in for now. Put the neuro rounds in. I don't think we need the snake key anymore. And I'll hold on to all the other stuff for now. But before we go anywhere else, we gotta play the videotape. And I gotta remember exactly how to solve that. Yeah, there's a lot of games that predict things, like, way more accurately than they should. I've talked about it with some of the other games out there, like, The Division 2 kind of called several things, maybe a little bit better than it should have, or more than you would have thought it would. Okay, got through that lesson real quick, so... Alright, so we've got a VCR in here, and I don't think I have any more antique coins, unfortunately. If I just had one more, we could get that. Also, let's use the stabilizers. No point in not using it right now. Because it's a permanent upgrade. Reload speed increased. Awesome. Alright, let's play the Happy Birthday videotape. Someone in Treyarch 2012 was a time traveler. Well, it's the same thing with, like, The Simpsons. Can trespassing idiots solve puzzles? Interesting title.
You, my friend. You are one lucky son of a bitch. You know, I actually envy you. What? You don't believe me?
Yeah, and Simpsons has always done it, and then, like, Black Ops 2, arguably, The Division 2, or even Division 1, Death Stranding, technically.
Oh, come on now. Don't be like that.
Battlefield 3 called a terrorist attack in Paris 1 year off of the day when the one happened in, like, 2014. They just had the year wrong by one year exactly. Ooh, Death Stranding 2's trophy list just dropped. I'm just checking that out right now. Honestly, that doesn't look that hard from what I'm looking at with it. I don't see anything difficulty related. Okay, well that's good. Alright, so I just need to go ahead and I need to find this guide for this one particular trophy because I don't remember what to do for this one. There it is. Out before dessert. Alright, so yeah, this is going to take me probably a couple of tries to do. So we grab the candle. Then go to the room with the birthday cake. It is a toilet, not a birthday cake to most people. I'm more curious as to how the candle doesn't go out. So yeah, this will take me a couple of tries. Okay, so that turns that out. Now that we're in here, the medicine cabinet.
I'd really like to make it out of this room alive and not die a horrible, painful death. I know. It's a temp title.
Never played the first Death Stranding. Is it good? Lizard Guy likes it, and a lot of other people do.
This party is for you.
Happy effing birthday. Got a lot?
Fuck you.
Alright, so we're gonna use... It says Chainsaw Man. Do you mean... I mean, that's not a chainsaw, that's a scythe, but I assume that's what it means. Now we need the hat with the raven, whatever that means. Yeah, these descriptions are... That's a bell with a raven on top. And then the baby. Nope. Oh, is that the chain? That's the chainsaw? That doesn't... How are you supposed to tell if that's a chainsaw? Alright, we got a doll. So then we get the winding key from the keg, which I think is in here. Yep. Leave the room and relight the candle with the stove. Burn the straw doll with the stove. That'll get us a piece. Alright. Burn the rope on the door by using the candle, which I think is over here. Then grab the balloon from this room. Grab the balloon? Which one? There's like 10,000 of them. Oh, this one. Okay. Then we have another combination lock. And the word is... Oh, okay, it's just not going to let us. It knows that people would cheat, so I guess that makes sense. That's probably not something good to touch. Alright, so we use the dummy finger and the quill pin with the left hand of this thing. Where is this quill pin that you're talking about in this? Use the balloon with the leaky pipe. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, it's supposed to... It's probably going to be a pretty good game. Oh, of course that had a nail in it, because why wouldn't they do something like that? Does the PS4 to PS5 have autopop? I think so. I think it autopops most of it. Like, it autopops a lot of it, but there's some things you have to do, like, maybe one more time, or there's, like, a couple of trophies that don't pop, but most of them do. Okay, so we put that in. Then the quill. And then the winding key. This is about to go very badly for our friend Clancy here.
What the fuck is this? What are you doing? Oh, man.
Yeah, 3 out of 10 in 100 hours. Yeah, most of it autopops, but not all of it. A 5-letter word. Now we're going to go run back and use this. So yeah, we'll have to play this one more time, but now I know what to do, so... I know that we're getting, they're talking more and more about, you know, Borderlands 4 coming out soon. Obviously, I'm not playing it anywhere near day one. I'm still very pissed off about the way that, Tiny Tina went. Okay, so we got the valve. Use the valve with the water pipe in the cake room. Wherever that is. Right here. Use the valve. And then light the candle and put it on the cake. So we'll run this through one more time to get our third to last trophy in the base game. Now I know what to do. Hey, Seth. Happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy birthday. And then it explodes. And our guy burns to death. Pre-ordered Borderlands 4 already. Yeah, that ain't gonna be a, that's not a game I'm too interested in. I know that there's a way out when we actually get to this part, but I think we just have to die there. Give me your thoughts, Rusty Platinum. It sounds good. I'm sure it won't be a super hard platinum because Borderlands games usually aren't. Got 100% on Rainbow Six Siege. Nice.
Happy birthday!
Alright, so we've done that, so now we know what to do. So now I can run back through this one more time, and we can quickly knock out this trophy. Experiment. Can trespassing idiots solve puzzles?
You, my friend.
I wish it would just let you skip through some of these cutscenes and stuff.
You know, I actually envy you. What? You don't believe me? This toy? Well, you can't fake this. It has taken me weeks to finish this, but it is finally ready. And it's all for you. Oh, come on now. Don't be like that. It's gonna be fun.
Surprised we didn't just, like, punch him right there. Okay. So, we've got 5 minutes. Take the candle. Run in here.
I've called in the game. I'd really like to make it out of this room alive and not die a horrible, painful death.
Basically, Saw, the movie, the video game. Supposedly there's been a third Saw video game in development for a long time now, like for several years.
Fuck you!
Which is kind of crazy. And you know, it's the kind of thing that if they could do it well, it might actually be a good time. Now, I don't know if they're going to do it very well, if we ever end up actually getting it. But it would be interesting. Like, I wouldn't be against there being another one, given I already did the first two, so it would be a very uncommon series to have all games done in. Okay, got the dummy finger. Now we burn this. Take that. And it won't let me, just won't let me solve it yet. Okay, fine. So now we have the balloon. So use the balloon on the tap water. Hey, Invisible. Yeah, it's been a little while, but I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well, too. I saw that you've been posting quite a bit of stuff on Rumble. Quite a few games, old playthroughs and such. Alright, got the quill pen. So now, finger. Quill. Key card. Not key card, it's just a winding key.
What the fuck is this? What are you doing? Oh, man. No!
I've never had a tattoo before, so I assume that that's a similar process to what just happened there. Alright, now we just run back through here. Alright, we gotta go out here first. All the balloons. Alright, open that up. And then where's the valve? Right here. We've been going at it maybe 2 minutes here, so we should be plenty good for this particular run. Okay, do that. And this actually isn't entirely how you're supposed to do this. There's another step that we didn't do to open that other puzzle up right there. Yeah, there's a different step that we didn't do for that, but it has to do with the toilet. They get to go digging through the toilet to get something. But if you know what to do, you don't have to worry. Alright, there's our trophy, out before dessert. 2 trophies to go, folks. And stop the video, we don't need to watch it any further. Alright. So now we're ready to go and challenge Lucas. Already put the key cards. Oh, you know what? Actually, I forgot to grab my X-ray glasses. I gotta get those back. Almost forgot about that. That would have been unfortunate going in without them and not knowing where to look. There they are. Alright, put them on, and let's roll. So for those who don't know, 2 out of the 3 times where you're forced to use the item box for that minimum item box playthrough trophy are actually both coming up here, before and after the videotape. Well, the videotape playing out in real life. So yeah, there's actually going to be, that's where 2 of your 3 uses are. The last one is toward the very end of the game.
Work. Ethan.
Jason!
Hold on. I got something for you.
That would have been a fun callback.
Looky what I've got. You know what this is for? You know what Zoe wants to do with this? She thinks this thing is special. No, Ethan. That ain't special. This right here is special. You see, Ethan, not everybody wants to turn back.
I mean, I don't really have any desire to cut my own fingernails off.
I'm just trying to show him. Not everybody wants to go back to how things were. Zoe's a stupid bitch. She doesn't understand that I don't want to go back to how things were before my father found y'all. Now everybody wants to turn back the clock. So Ethan, you can crawl around underneath that filthy.
Currently finishing your first 10 exclusive Let's Play projects there that will never be uploaded to YouTube.
Goddamn thing, Ethan.
Hopefully you can at least get something out of them over there. Currently planning on making around 50-ish projects, 100 of the mood strikes. If you don't profit anything, then just quit content creation. Hopefully you'll get something out of it then. Hey, Cassie. Ooh, that's not good.
Fuck!
And apparently no glass got stuck in our head from that. Yeah, once we get through this, I am probably going to be live streaming the Ethan Must Die mode. That would probably be something for tomorrow. Like, maybe just title that, or just, like, the hardest trophy in the game or something. Right, tripwires are a thing now.
Wow, wow, wee, wow, woo! You have got a good eye.
Thank you, I got very used to it from the Ethan Must Die DLC, trying to figure out where all of them are.
Careful now. Stay right back.
We're getting quite a few supplies here, so that makes me think that there could be some sort of a boss encounter coming up, but there's actually not. Because we already dealt with Marguerite, so... Next up, it's a puzzle. And I don't remember when the next boss fight is after that. I think it's the one after we make the serums. So I think we got a little bit of time until then, because there's another... Because, yeah, you make the serums, then you fight... Ooh, that was close. So yeah, there's that, then there's the boss fight, then you make your choice that determines the ending, and then... Ooh, what's in here? I don't know what that was. And then you go to the boat section, and then you go into the mines, and the mines is the final part, going up to the final boss fight. I'm honestly very surprised you wouldn't have just made that create a trap. Definitely the kind of dickish move that he would do. Ooh, you almost got me there. And go under that. Yeah, you're talking to someone that beat Ethan Must Die like a few years ago, so...
I know. Fucking password, right? Why don't you try 0814?
Okay.
No.
This couldn't possibly be a trap.
21. No. It's 0514. Oh, come on. Take a chance. You never know.
Oh, I remember what happens here. I remember this.
Tick, tock, tick, tock,
Yep.
tock, tick, tock.
Yep, I remember that.
I need to find the password.
Ah, secret door. Oh, so we have to clear this area out first. Yeah, I should have known. I didn't really take a look at it because I honestly didn't remember there being that kind of trap in the main story. Obviously, they were in Ethan Must Die, but I didn't think they were in the base game like that. Alright then, fine. I guess I'll have to be just a bit more careful then. So far, gained 4 cents for all the projects you uploaded, better than nothing. Well, I mean, it takes a while to grow. I ran right into that without looking. I mean, I don't make that much off of my YouTube stuff either, so... Okay, if I could stop walking straight into tripwires, or falling into them, that would be great, because I'm just, like, screwing this up badly because I'm not paying enough attention. Steroids! Antique coin. Ooh, that means we're going to have enough now to purchase the extra set of steroids from there. Combine that with chem fluid, so now we have another med. Use that. Still trying to win 10 online matches trophy, but it isn't unlocking. Ooh, that sucks. I hope that you can figure out what's going on with it. Hopefully it's not one of those bug trophies everyone hates. The boosting partner's sticking around. That's good. Alright, so several molded in here. Man, these guys do not like to die. And also, it's very dark in here, for no good reason. Gunpowder, ammunition types, 44 Magnum ammo, that's cool. Not like we really need it. The point you're trying to prove is you've got plenty of good and entertaining projects to record, but the site's not the investment. Fair enough. Might be missing counting your wins. Hopefully it's just a miscount, and hopefully you can figure out what it is that you still need to do. Oh, you know what? I remember this area. I just remembered what happens here. It's two of the fat, spitting molded that we have to fight here, if I remember correctly. Put that away. That. Alright, that's better. And let's save. Yep, I remember this now. It's two of the big fat moldeds. Yeah, maybe something like tomorrow will be going for the worst trophy in Resident Evil 7. Even though it's arguably not as bad as the 21 Survival Plus BS-ery. I don't know, I might have to like play a round of 21 Survival Plus once we get through that and just see if it's actually as bad as I remember. More chem fluids that I don't currently need. And there is a tripwire right there. It's a very obvious one, though. Maybe that isn't a normal tripwire. Yeah, that's way too obvious, so... Burner fuel, and we need a battery of some kind. Let's go and find it. Shotgun shells. It must be up here somewhere. There it is. Burner fuel. That, and this is a trap. Yep. The ones in the DLC that are trapped are way easier to tell that they're trapped. I will say that. The game makes it a lot easier. Hey, Sweet just came back from first day of work. Oh, how was it? Hope it was good. And at the very least, you know it's not forever. It's just for summertime. So you don't have to stick with it forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the bar.
Good thing is you're getting a lot of XP per win, currently level 22 out of 30. Okay, that's good. So hopefully you're gonna get there in a reasonable amount of time. Oh, I wonder if that music's gonna... I don't know. I guess we'll see tomorrow. Oh no, it's a fat molded. I'm so scared of Mr. Fat Molded. There's another one, isn't there? Oh, nope, it just exploded. Okay. I thought there was a second one. Maybe that's only in the DLC. That might only be in the DLC, because I think there is a part where you fight two of them like this, but not even in, not even in Ethan Must Die, it's in something else. It was fine, that's good. Only one false alarm, but it rained like 6 times, so I had to keep going back inside. Yeah, the weather's been kind of crappy here as well, and I honestly don't know... I'm hoping that we don't end up getting any hurricanes this year after all the stuff we went through last year. So I'm hoping for no hurricanes. I know that we're getting a few out in the Pacific on the west coast of Mexico. But, oh, okay. 1408, thank you for the code there. But yeah, hopefully we don't really get any major hurricanes around here this year. But it has been raining quite a bit on and off, so... Also wish that would kind of stop, because it always rains in the afternoons and evenings when I get home when I would want to go take a walk. But I can't because of that. Okay, so we can combine that with that. Oh, that's what that creates. Psychostems, okay. And we might as well create some more medicine, because why not? And put the strong first aid med away. Put the lockpick... Actually, you know what? I think we're going to have to get rid of all of our stuff here in a second anyway.
No, buddy, this is a test of skills.
Yep.
No cheating. That shit you're carrying?
So yeah, this is the first time you have to throw all of your stuff into an item box. So if you're doing the no item or minimal item box playthrough, that's where you have to start it at. Okay, but we know what to do here because we have seen the videotape, so that's good. After reaching level 30, only grind left is getting 200 top answers. That's not too bad then. Alright, so I believe we have to go in here so that he can taunt us and tell us that it's a happy birthday game. Tons of rain there, luckily. Tomorrow it's supposed to be sunny. Yeah, it hasn't been the best of weather this spring. It's been one of the rainier, cooler springs that we've had. At least in the last few years. Probably the worst one in that sense, at least since I was in college. But it happens sometimes. Every 10 years or so you get a winter like, or spring, summer like this, so it's not horribly unusual. Comes in cycles. 7-hour workday. That's really not too bad, though. Especially because you get to be out in the sun, you get some exercise. I definitely think of worse ways to spend time. Alright, so we got that, and then... Right, we need to probably light the candle for that. Oh, are you gonna have a slightly... Oh, never mind. I thought it was about to give me, like, a slightly different version of the puzzle. I wouldn't be surprised if Madhouse actually, like, were to change this up and give you something different to have to do. That would have been kind of a cool idea. Because they change up a few of the puzzles in this game, if I remember correctly. Alright, we already know the passcode. Because we were able to watch the videotape. And because it's the only word that actually makes any sense for this. Okay, we got the valve handle. We don't even need the little finger. Or the quill. It's the same puzzle, you get to take a shortcut. Yep, pretty much. But that videotape is an optional item. You don't have to find the videotape. You can beat the game without finding it. So it's one of those times where it pays off to actually look at stuff. And for some reason, Ethan doesn't step back despite knowing that it's going to explode. You're not that bright, are you, Ethan? Not that much of a real survival instinct.
Fuck, 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 fuck! Fuck!
Thankfully, we know this is here, because I've played this before. Huh? Do I need something to break through it this time? Aside from that, you're just a little sad right now because mom and sister going away to Pakistan. This is the first you're not going. Yeah, I mean, it can be rough being away from family and all for sure, and that kind of sucks. They're going without you. Hopefully we'll get to go the next time. So yeah, there is something inside of the toilet, but... yeah, that doesn't make any sense, because... No, you're not supposed to lose intentionally. It's just like, for some reason, I couldn't break that any further.
Light the candle and put it on the cake.
Kiss my ass.
Ethan,
I need to look around and make sure that there's not, like, an extra item I have to grab here, which is a possibility.
I think. I'm not sure anymore.
Okay, so we don't even... oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We might not need to grab the crank, because I think that's what activates the gasoline, because I think it's just got gasoline pouring out of it. And technically, I don't even need to do this. Oh, chose not to go. Gotcha, gotcha. Yep, it's the exact same puzzle, Cassie, just, very slight difference at the very ending, because we're not supposed to die like I just did. Not supposed to get the one... yeah, okay, that makes more sense now, so... that's what I was wrong about last time. It's an interesting way to test and see if you're actually, like, exploring the game the way they expect you to. So I have no problem with that. Okay, so we do that. Grab the valve. We don't need the finger either. That makes a lot more sense, though. Like when your family would leave you alone for a few days. Unfortunately, can't do that anymore. Oh, gotcha. The message was about Ethan not backing away from the cake. Yeah, that is a very good point. Like, you literally know that it's going to explode. Why would you not back away? Yeah, the purpose of the videotape was not to repeat the same mistakes. Yeah, but technically the videotape doesn't have that hole in the wall. And I remember there being a hole in the wall. I just thought the game allowed you to just, like, break straight through it. I didn't remember the part about the wind fork. Or windy key.
Motherfucker! You're supposed to die!
Okay, that's not good. Right, that's what we have to do. That's also not a part of the videotape.
That was supposed to be for you, goddammit!
Oh, Lucas big mad.
Mia? Mia!
There's Mia and Zoe.
Who are you?
Yeah, I actually got the trophy right before you joined in, but it's for the videotape, not for the actual puzzle.
Well now, Ethan.
The fuck do you want?
You? Dead? Guess that's not in the cards. Not yet.
Lucky me. Look, unless you have any more surprises up your sleeve, I suggest...
Hey, T-Jade?
Now that would be telling, Ethan. And I don't do spoilers.
I don't do no spoilers. Alright, there's the second half of it. So we can make the serum now. And let's get our stuff back. Alright, let's take the... where is everything I need? Take those, take the steroids so we can heal up at some point. The D-Series arm. Infinite ammo. X-ray glasses, circular saw, shotgun, magnum, and let's grab a few healing items as well. Alright, and let's save the game now that we got through that part. Yeah, they are both identical, so yeah. But thankfully, we were able to grab that earlier on. It took me 2 tries, because the first try was relearning it. And then just beating it. Oh yeah, you need the crank here. I forgot about that. So, if you forgot about that during your 3 item box playthrough, you'd be kind of screwed. Which is really kind of bad game design. Because you would never think you need it again, because you really don't ever seem to need it again, but now you just randomly need to pull it back out and use it. Thankfully, we've already got that trophy, though. I was able to auto-pop it. Fell asleep during the live stream yesterday, I think almost at 11. Yeah, you didn't miss too much after that point, because I think all that was left after that point was just me failing 6 or 7 times at Ethan Must Die. Just getting back into the swing of it. Okay, so after this we have the boss fight, after we make the serum. And then we make our final choice, well, not our final choice, but our choice to determine our ending. And then we go off to the boat section. And do we need the crank here again? Gonna be shooting these from a little ways away, as long as it's possible. Yep, we are going to need the crank here again. Super long day at work yesterday. I know the feeling. Forced yourself to do Mission 4 last night for Battlefield 4. Got through it quicker and less deaths. That's good. Ethan Must Die, similar to Fourth Survivor. It's much harder than Fourth Survivor, because in Fourth Survivor, you actually get quite a few items. And it's also a fairly short level. You get a lot of items, it's a fairly short level. And there's no real RNG to it, the way that Ethan Must Die has. Because Ethan Must Die is heavily RNG. Because no matter how good you are at the game, you will sometimes just get completely screwed over by the items the game chooses to give you, if they're not ideal. And you also die in like 1 to 2 hits from everything, so that does not help. That's where a lot of that difficulty comes from. Alright. It's almost time for a boss fight. That's probably why they're giving us all this supplies. And I'll hold on to that extra healing item. Actually, no, I don't need it because I have the steroids. Psycho Stims, chem fluid, some of everything. Some gunpowder, some herb. Actually, we can make the herb. Oh, well, oops, didn't mean to do that, but okay, fine. Not like that big a deal. Alright, let's save here because we got a boss fight coming up. Is there a specific age where job hunting is frowned about? I don't really think there is, because nowadays there's people that are like, you know, at what should be retirement age having to go back out and find jobs. Because a lot of companies are really, really screwed up, and they'll fire someone after they've been there for 30 years once they get to a certain age because they can replace them with someone they can pay less. Unfortunately, it's very screwed up, but it's a thing that happens.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think there's any real limit that it should be frowned upon. Thankfully, you'll never have to play that mission on hard again unless they make a remake or remaster. Here's what people think, hunting for a job at any... Yeah, I really don't think that anyone's going to give you any flack for it, because, like, my manager went out and hunted for her current job at, you know,
Zoe.
early
Not now.
30s,
We don't
so
have the time.
I know other
Do you
people that have
have
gone
open
job
agreements?
hunting later, so I don't really think there's
Right
anything
here.
bad about
There
it
should
or
be
anything
enough
wrong
for
with it.
If we make him fast enough, my father and Lucas aren't far away.
He's coming. Daddy's coming.
Good. There's enough for two.
Daddy's coming. That could be taken very out
So
of
after we make the
context.
serum, what's next?
There's a boat outside. We'll take it through
Daddy's
the swamp.
coming and he wants payback.
Neither of us will get very far without the serum. Hey,
Not wrong
one of
there.
those
Yep.
is mine.
That is an unfortunate truth with how hiring and stuff works nowadays.
Back to the house. I will deal with you later.
Most states are at-will employment, so they can get rid of you at any time for any reason.
Good enough.
Which, I mean, it has a different advantage, though, in that
Tell you.
it means that, unlike in some countries or places that aren't necessarily right-to-work states,
This is getting old, Jack.
you at least, if you want to quit, you can do so at any time for any reason with no notice. Because just like your employers do not have to give you any sort of notice before they get rid of you for any reason, even if it's an illegitimate reason, you can also leave for any reason at any time, and there's not a damn thing they can do about it. Unless you were, for some reason, signed onto some kind of contract. Which most of us aren't, but a few people, I guess, do. Yeah, you can leave at any time for any reason if you're unhappy. That's what I did with my previous job, with the Adam job. And I managed to leave at like a very inconvenient time for them. It probably really hurt them and screwed them over the way they screwed me over, so I feel very proud of that. And that was kind of my intention with leaving when I did, was to try to screw them over as much as possible. Is that Jack? Yep, that is Jack. That is fully mutated Jack. This is the last time we're gonna fight him in this game. Unless you fight him in the DLCs. Well, no, you fight him in the DLCs as well, but in terms of the base game, it's the last time. And we can block, because that's a feature in this game that I don't really feel the need to use in this version, but it's there, in case you want it. And as with any Resident Evil boss fight, the goal is just to hit the giant pulsating eyes all over the body, just like any other Resident Evil boss fight. There is no rocket launcher in this game. Which, now that I think about it, is this the only Resident Evil game where there isn't a rocket launcher in the main series? Because obviously that's how Resident Evil 1 ends. I assume it's how 0 ends. But I'm not sure, I haven't played 0 yet. It's how Leon's story, I think, in 2 ends. Yeah, it's how Leon's story in 2 ends. It's how 4 ends. 3 technically ends with that railgun instead of an RPG, but it's still a super weapon, so it kind of counts. 5, of course, ends with a double RPG. I think maybe one of 6's stories ends with the RPG, but not all of them. And then this one does not. 8, I don't know. Village didn't have a rocket launcher either? Oh, okay. Yeah, and this one also has a grenade launcher, so grenade launcher exists as well. And you're supposed to use it for this fight. If you don't have infinite ammo the way that I do, and just run around using a Magnum. Or a shotgun. You can also use the shotgun. Oh, there's his last eye. Okay, so he's got one eye left. It's on his underbelly. Alright, Jack, I need you to show the last eye, please. Can I just use this? Does this actually do anything useful? I don't know if this is actually gonna really do anything. No, it doesn't look like this works particularly well for this fight. I mean, it kind of does, but not well. So yeah, his last eye is on his underbelly, so I gotta get underneath him somehow. Don't think RE6 had a rocket launcher. I could have sworn maybe one of the scenarios did, maybe like Leon's scenario did, but it wasn't all of them. Or might, yeah, because I don't think it was Jake's. I think Jake's was something completely different.
Get you. I'm gonna get you.
Oh no, I'm so scared of you. There we go. That took a lot longer than it probably should have. Oh, does he have another one? Does he still have another eye in there? I mean, usually with these boss fights, if you eventually pump them with enough bullets, it will kill them. Oh, he does have another eye. I just saw one underneath his tail.
You're part of the family now.
He's got another one underneath his tail. Okay, if you would just show that spot underneath your tail, that would be great, because then we can go ahead and finish off this fight.
Get you. I'm gonna get you.
Can you make it sound slightly less creepy, like you're a creepy stalker or something? A little bit more like you're being an actual villain. It's underneath his tail somewhere, but... maybe I brought the wrong weapons in for this, honestly. There we go. Got him. That took a lot longer than I was actually expecting it to. Now he's big mad. And now he's gonna go in the water. There we go. Good hit. Then...
now, I've seen everything.
okay then.
Ethan, this way.
We're at yellow health. That's not that big a deal.
You want me to cure him?
Get a lot of news this week about games we're getting. Black Ops 7 getting confirmed, Ninja Gaiden 4, Resident Evil Requiem. Yeah, it's been a busy week or two. Nintendo Switch 2 coming out recently, GTA 6, of course.
Yeah.
That'll be out next year, which is exciting. It'll take like a couple of days off of work probably just to play that heavily and stream a shitload of it. Why is it always giant glowing eyes? Because that's a Resident Evil trademark. Okay, guys. Now we have to make a choice. And while it's completely obviously the wrong choice, we have to do it for an ending.
There's only one left.
There's only one left. There can't just be one left.
Well, there's only one left,
What are
Mia.
we gonna do now?
Unless you got another one hidden up your ass somewhere. This is the only one left. So, obviously, most people cure Mia. But we need to cure Zoe for a trophy. As stupid as it is.
I really am. But Zoe will be able to guide the two of us to safety, and then I can come back for you.
Go. I don't want to hear it. Both of you just go. Go!
Yep.
My place is here. With her.
Don't be ridiculous.
You forget. I still have a job to do.
It's the non-canon ending, and it's the bad ending. Thankfully, GTA 6 finally has a release date. Yeah, I think that... I wouldn't be surprised if it gets delayed one more time, because a lot of games do. The thing with you is your parents and relatives are telling you you're growing too old. No, that's not even remotely true. Most people have to work until they're in their 60s. That's a normal thing, so definitely not too old for it. Neither of them leave by yourself. We have to save one of them. There's no secret third ending that I'm aware of. Correct choice is to pick your wife. Oh yeah, it's the canon choice, but unfortunately I already have that ending in that trophy. So I had to pick this one.
But we might make it out of here in one piece.
What's that?
I want to know what all this is about. Starting
Yeah,
with
it
me.
sucks having to pick this ending, but it's
Mia
required for
came
trophy
here with Emily.
purposes, so
That's how
yep.
it started.
Evelyn. The kid. I knew Mia was hiding
Some
something.
fans are not happy with RE9 because they're trying to stretch out the story by adding new characters. Well, doesn't she have some ties to, like Dr. Ashford or something?
That.
Or something like that? There's some
There's
kind of
the boat that
ties
Mia
between
came
that
with
character and
Emily on.
them.
Oh, what
And
the-
Leon's supposed to be in it.
They came on mad. Let's go take
Mia's
a look.
rightfully mad. I agree. I'd be a little
not
bit mad
going
too
back
if I
there.
was his wife.
I gotta know what Mia was up to.
Mia doesn't get as mad as Zoe gets if you choose
the hell
Mia.
is that?
Really? And
her.
the crazy thing is that
Evelyn
you
doesn't
go
wanna
and
sleep.
save Zoe in the end of Zoe DLC.
No, Evie.
Because like when it comes to DLCs, the Daughters DLC is a prelude.
Zoe!
Bedroom, Nightmare, and 21 are also preludes to the main game. So yeah, Bedroom, Daughters, Nightmare / Night Terror, all of those are preludes. Ethan Must Die is a completely separate extra mode. Jack's 55th Birthday is a completely separate extra mode. Then you have the base game. Then you have Not a Hero. And then finally you end off with End of Zoe is the final one within this particular game's line.
How?
But you did keep your... That is true. We did keep our deal with Mia that we promised to save her. Or Zoe, I mean, no matter what. That is very true. Zoe gets even more mad. But, like, the thing is, we come back and save her like we promised in the DLC.
Ethan?
Basically, we're not focusing on the central characters. I guess I can see that because, like, when you think about it, the main characters have always been Leon, Chris, Jill, Ada, and Claire. Yeah, Chris, Jill, Leon, Ada, and Claire are pretty much the 5 main characters. And then Wesker, of course, for villains, but he's supposedly been gone ever since Resident Evil 5. I will be curious to see if they find a way to bring Wesker back. In all honesty, I could see them finding a way to do it. If we take a page out of the movie's storylines and have him be cloned. Because I want to say that's what they did for the Resident Evil TV series on Netflix, the really shitty one that was on Netflix for one season and completely flopped.
What was that?
I think that's what they did, was they had the Wesker in that was played by what's-his-face, the really Lance Reddick. That was the one and only good part of that TV series, was that Lance Reddick was Wesker in it. Really the only positive that series had to it. Because after the Mila Djokovic movies, or Paul W.S. Anderson movies, whatever you want to call it, the franchise is just completely flopped when it comes to, like, trying to take it to other media outside of games. Because you then had the Resident Evil TV series, which was a failure. It was terrible. I couldn't even get through it because it was so annoying in, like, the first episode. Then you had the Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City movie, which I actually liked, and a lot of fans actually did like it because they actually tried to make it accurate to the story. They just tried to cram too much into a sub-2-hour movie. They basically tried to cram the entire first 3 games into a single movie, which was not going to work. Because, like, you need, when it comes to movies for that, you would need one movie for the original Resident Evil with a prelude based in Resident Evil 0, then a movie for Resident Evil 2 and 3 combined, a movie for Code Veronica, a movie for 4, a movie for 5. We can skip 6, honestly, who cares about 6? Then a movie for 7, a movie for Village, and then separate movies for certain spin-offs like Operation Raccoon City. Which, please, for the love of God, never bring that back in any way, Capcom. That game was not a good time. That was Ghost and Killer's revenge for the bad time they had with Dead Island Riptide compared to me. I'm pretty sure that was just revenge that I was probably deserving. Because for those who don't know, with that game caused us quite a few problems, and it was a game that really, really pissed me off because it was so terrible. But at the same time, those guys had a way worse time than I did with Dead Island Riptide. They got screwed over way worse than I did, especially Ghost. Like, he got so badly screwed over constantly in that game. So it was almost like a revenge, pretty much. Let's see, not gonna lie, when you chose the bad ending, you thought it made you play as Zoe. That would have been an interesting idea, I guess, but we get to play as her in the other, not in End of Zoe, but in Daughters. Oh, speaking of, Killer and Ghost, oh, we just got a platinum. Nice for him. Solid. I'll check that out later. But yeah, the boys are hopefully gonna be getting back together in the near future with Gears of War Remastered. I think that's something that we might actually play together, stream some together. That should actually be a pretty fun time. Because the original Gears is a classic. I only ever played it like once at a friend's house, but I know that it's an absolute classic, so it'll be a first for me to really play it in any level of seriousness, though. It's a dead body. How pleasant. But yeah, so Resident Evil's kind of been on the downturn in terms of non-video game-based media. But they're apparently rebooting the movies, because we already had the previous one, that, again, fans liked it for the most part, but critics didn't love it, and it didn't make a ton of money, so makes sense that they wouldn't do another one. So they're rebooting the movies, yet again. And I have no idea what they're going to do with them, because the original series of movies, sure, it's not accurate to the lore for the most part. The movies are stupid and cheesy at times, but they're a good, guilty pleasure film series, in all honesty. They're very much a solid guilty pleasure for me, along with, like, Starship Troopers. Ethan is Venom confirmed, pretty much. Hey, Razvin. Don't forget about the boulder punching. Yeah, the boulder needs to be...
What?
There needs to be a scene of that in either a future game or a future movie. That needs to be a thing, because it's such a classic moment. It's so stupid, but it needs to be there. Yeah, Ghost got a lot of the trophies glitch on him. Like, collectibles, quests, all the stuff that could glitch on him basically did. Killer had fewer things glitch on him than Ghost did, but still had a few problems with it. And then I had a few things glitch as well, but not as bad as they did. So I can say that Raccoon City was kind of revenge. Which, I mean, I'm glad that I have it, because it's a pretty rare platinum that most people are not going to suffer through. And the multiplayer stuff really is not that bad, because you can boost it. I think you just needed 6 people to do it. But I mean, I have 2 PS3s, so that was that. And I think Ghost had 2 PS3s, then we just needed Killer and like 1 or 2 other people to boost it, so it wasn't really all that bad. Which, speaking of that, I gotta start looking into Resident Evil 6 now that you guys reminded me of that yesterday, and the fact that I technically have both a PS4 and PS5, so theoretically, I should be able to self-boost almost all of Resident Evil 6's online with 2 consoles. So, that is actually something that is going to be worth considering.
Wait!
You don't look forward to doing Riptide any day?
Please.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun until it completely broke on everybody. In reality, that's the main thing, is that it wasn't... It was fun, but it just broke on everyone in one way or another, and some people worse than others, and that's why we ended up having issues with it, was just it breaking on everyone. And especially on them. Far worse than it did for me. And we have no weapons or punching abilities because we are not Chris, therefore we do not punch boulders in this household. That is against Mia's religion. Punching boulders is not allowed. Neither is punching washing machines, but I will break that rule if it somehow gets me an item. Chem fluid. That's really not that useful. Make a medicine out of it because that's going to be more important when we get to an item box. Oh, great. Just run. Just run. This part was kind of annoying on Madhouse. Just because you lose all your gear. In. Okay, let's head up. We're okay. We is alive. That door's locked. So, second floor's locked for now. What about the third floor? What can we get on the third floor? Is this one going to be open to me? Yes. There's no way there's not going to be an enemy that pops out here, right? And this is also where we're going to get our last miscellaneous trophy.
Why?
In this area.
You need to remember.
Let's see. Gears of War 4 can duck right off, and so can 5. Never played them. Only counting the first 3. Fair enough. Died on round 23 if Shadowed Throne was going for the Easter egg and the church trophy after round 20.
She must have...
Yeah, that was one, like... I got somewhat carried through that game's DLCs, but not entirely. Like, I held my own in those DLCs compared to some of the other Call of Duty games. Yeah, it does take a little bit of practice, though. I've ripped out on PS3 and PS4, still can't believe they didn't fix any of it.
It is your fault.
Yeah, it's not
That doesn't
fun.
mean I'll let you die.
First 3 movies are good.
She didn't attack
Oh yeah, I
me.
mean, I don't mind
Whenever
the Resident
anyone
Evil
calls.
movie series because, like, it's a
this is
guilty
happening.
pleasure. They're just not that great for the most part.
Take it.
They're just fun to watch.
Has
Only have the
your
PS3 version in your backlog. You'll be able to help. Oh, okay. Have Resident Evil 6 on PS4, not doing it twice on PS3 for sake of
Okay.
sanity.
Where are you?
But in all honesty, like... Again, most of it, I think, can be boosted with just 2 people, so I can just... Well, no, now that I think about it, that would require me to actually buy a PlayStation Plus subscription for my backup account. That is not something that should ever have to happen. Infinite ammo, the Albert, the walking shoes, and the X-ray glasses, and the circular saw just in case we need it. Alright, so Mia was basically on some kind of secret mission away from her husband. That's always something that goes well for everybody. So we have a machine gun, but we also have the other weapons as well. Actually, wait. I don't need that knife. Get rid of the knife. Oh, so I guess you wouldn't have been able to use this item box if you were going for that one trophy, which really kind of sucks. Locked from the other side. Alright, let's explore a bit. Love when games and trophies break. Yep, that's always fun. We'll do the PS4 version of Resident Evil 5 because that game plays a lot better. Yeah, I mean, Resident Evil 5 is fun. I don't care what anyone says, I still like the game a lot. It has its problems, but it's pretty fun. Chem fluids. How tough are the DLCs in Resident Evil 6? They're pretty easy, because they're all multiplayer, and you can just boost all of it. There's nothing, like, actually difficult about really any of it. Just time-consuming to boost.
Damn, I'll have to reset.
Is really the only problem, is that it's time-consuming to boost.
She's vomiting.
And
Far
then
more in excess of her body mass.
You need 2 people to boost the majority of it, and then 4 people for some of it.
We're gonna be seeing a lot more of our ugly friends if this keeps up.
And I don't even think there's a 6-player trophy. I think it's literally just 4 people, and you can boost.
This is getting out of hand.
Agreed.
And if I were to have reliable partners, I wouldn't mind boosting the entire thing in a larger group. If I could have reliable partners. I wouldn't be against it. It probably won't be for a little while, though, given that I'm, you know, currently doing this and then Resident Evil 8 kind of back-to-back. Not necessarily back-to-back, but pretty close together. Hello, Mr. Molded. Supplements. I can combine that with chem fluid, correct? And combine those for medicine. And get rid of that because I don't need them. Okay, so that's a thing we need to melt. I remember doing that. And let's take the elevator. Just in case something unsavory happens to be inside when I open it. Okay, so looks like a lot of you guys can help, so maybe we end up just organizing that in the future. And just boosting it all together, because, again, most of the trophies can be done with 2 people, but some of them are easier with 4 people, and then a few of them do require 4 people. It'd be nice not to have to buy multiple extra PlayStation accounts. Or, I mean, not PlayStation accounts, PlayStation Pluses, because that's what we have to do. Platinum both versions of 5 and 6 eventually, but Village, no interest in. Fair enough. Yeah, if you already did on the PS5, I don't blame you, because I don't think there's any... There's no autopop or anything with it. Okay, so somewhere around here we're going to learn how to make the remote bombs. And there is a miscellaneous trophy for that, so... That is the last miscellaneous trophy in the game. Oh, he does not want to go down. Jeez, dude. We're eating quite a few bullets for easy difficulty. That needs the fluid. There's a remote bomb. Several remote bombs. Alright, let me go in. Okay, they are equipped. Perfect. Alright. Where are you at, enemies? Aw, there he is. He's just a nice little molded man. Okay, apparently that's not how you do it. Let me go ahead and check the guide, because I don't want to spend an hour here trying to dick around with something I can't do. Resident Evil 1, you do hope that you can platinum one day, but 0 isn't happening. I probably will still do 0 at some point, because it's harder, but it's only like a 6 out of 10, and I've done harder games than that. Then that version, you can see if you can join. Okay then, that's good to hear. Useless plus hated the Heisenberg fight. Oh yeah, I've heard that's like the big problem fight in that game from what I've seen from people. Okay, so let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. You can place them on the ground with R2 and detonate with square, but you need an enemy to grab you while having a remote bomb equipped. Okay. You need them to grab me while I have it equipped. Come on, grab me. Grab it, boy. Aw, he just wanted a hug. He just wanted a hug. I feel like such an asshole. He just wanted a hug. All he wanted was a hug. He just wanted to hug me. Mia, you're a bitch. He just wanted a hug, and you couldn't give him a hug. That is not okay, ma'am. That is not okay. You were just like them high school girls that I went to high school with. You won't even give him a hug. You'd rather just murder him instead. Real classy, Mia. Real classy. He just wanted a hug from a pretty girl. Guess that's too much to ask for. Alright, well, all we have left is the ending, so we just gotta finish out the game now. Take my time, here when you're ready. Sounds good. Finding a game doesn't have autopop, always be doing the superior version, that's fair. Only exception to that would be the newer COD games. Yeah, that's fair. Haven't touched the DLC for 6. It's not really bad. Like I said, it's really just boosting. Like, it just takes time because there's so much boosting you have to do. Because you have to, like, play several hundred rounds of different game modes. And again, it's not particularly hard. It just takes a lot of time. Alright, let's go ahead and use up our first chemical fluid here. Forced to play the inferior version to even get a platinum, yeah. And hopefully this is the final time, but I honestly don't know if I trust them. And it really makes no sense because they're literally talking about the PS6 at this point.
Wait.
So we do not need PS4 versions of old COD games anymore.
And I want you to be my mommy.
Okay, Evie. I'll be your mommy. Just come back with me. Right now. Okay? Where are you, Evie?
I'm not sure Mia's telling you the truth, ma'am. So can't go through that door. We need to head back.
Evie, wait!
That's probably not a good thing.
Yes, but she ran off. She's making more friends.
I've done
Ellen.
harder
Those
games,
things
that's a tank
are
control.
everywhere.
But I did Resident Evil 1 and had, like, not that many problems with
okay?
it. I know that Zero's harder than 1, but 1 also was tank controls. And I didn't struggle with it too much because, like, after a playthrough or two, I got to where I sort of had the game world memorized and knew exactly, like, where everything was after a few playthroughs, so that once I got to the harder playthroughs, it really wasn't that bad. But then again, it's the Leech Hunter mode that's the big thing. It's not even really the basics or the, like, major parts of the game. It's the Leech Hunter mode that's the big problem. I think that's where, like, 95% of difficulty comes from in that game. Alright, we got a door up here that we can melt, so let's do that. RE5 DLC trophies are bugged. No, they're not bugged. Not that I'm aware of, unless they're bugged nowadays. Ours is well on FPS and probably forever stay that way. To RE5 someday, mostly worried about the hardest difficulty. It's really not bad on the PS4 version, because on the PS4 version, Sheva's AI isn't retarded the entire game. So it's a lot more doable. Because her AI is obviously terrible on the other version of the game. On the PS3 version, it's absolutely terrible. Right, we still have green health, so we're probably fine for now. So yeah, PS3 version I can understand not wanting to do, but the PS4 version, it's honestly not that bad. And honestly, if you played in co-op, like with another human, you're probably not going to have a bad time at all. Just because then the only issue is doing quick time events together. And there's really only a couple of hard missions on the PS4 version. Like, some of the Jill fight is kind of annoying. And then, obviously, the vehicle mission, because you don't have infinite ammo on that mission like all the others. I feel like someone's going to come up behind me at any point. So yeah, the hardest difficulty is not, like, easy by any means, but it's not awful. Honestly, if something bad happens, you can never expect anything better to happen. It's the same with inflation bill. It's impossible to get rid of something.
Emergency safety lockdown.
RE5 hard mod is not that bad. Yeah, it's not too bad, especially with multiple people playing it. Get ready to see a COD PS4, PS5, and PS6 version. Yeah, don't give them ideas, man. Do not give them the idea. I don't need them having more stupid ideas. I think they said start of 2026 they will stop giving free PS4 games for PS Plus. Yeah, but that doesn't mean they won't still release trophy lists for the PS4 versions of games. Because they seemed absolutely determined to keep doing that at this point. For some stupid reason. I don't understand why. But they just keep forcing it. Ooh, so I don't know what's in that safe. And if it's not another one of these fluids, we could be in trouble. So oh wait, I have multiple of them. I still have 2 of them left. Okay, hang on a minute. Okay, no, that's still locked from the other side, so I guess I do have to open this one. PS3's in a backlog. Do want to get Duke Nukem Forever Platinum one day. Every trophy's easy except for the hardest difficulty. I don't remember hearing that game being that hard, though. Is there not, like, an exploit or anything for it? Because I feel like I don't remember that game ever being considered, like, all that difficult. And I think there's a trophy where you have to, like, keep a body part with you the entire game. It's one of those types of games where you have to do something like that. Like, you have to keep something with you the whole game. Okay, nothing else in here. Ooh, what's in here? We haven't been in here yet. I hear something awakening. Okay, that was simple enough. What does that do for me? Anything? Was there literally just ammo in here? No, this door is openable somehow. But not in here. Okay. So we can't go through this door yet. And then let's go back to the starting area and see if he has anything new to say or anything new for me to tackle. That seems like it could be a thing. So that's the elevator, of course. We had to crawl out of it. Okay, that's locked up, so we can't go that way. So it's got to be something back here, then.
Damn it.
Oh yeah, this was not the same previously. Call Alan.
Alan? Alan, where the hell are you?
You get unlimited rocket launcher ammo, but you need to beat the game under 3 hours. Ain't no way you're doing that in under 3 hours. For which one? Okay, I don't need a McAfee ad every, like, 10 times a day. Seriously. I get those ads, like, literally 10 times a day at this point. It's kind of ridiculous. I have Norton or something else. I have one of the other antivirus programs. I don't need these constant ads. Okay, so there is a door right there that we can go down, so that might be where we have to go next. Actually started playing it pretty fun. It's keeping a gun for the entire game. Okay. I was close. Keeping an object for the entire game, I was close. Getting sure if you're picking up poop in Duke Nukem. Yep. It's one of those games. Okay, what am I supposed to do? I feel like there's like a secret door somewhere. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, I'm very clearly missing something with this. I must have to go back into the elevator. Because I can't go through here. That door's locked still. Must have to go back into the elevator. That's the only place I can possibly go at this point. All the enemies are dead. Why does Mia not have a flashlight? Oh, that's super annoying. She doesn't have a flashlight. Okay, I definitely hear something. Evie's upstairs. Okay, that doesn't help. Also ended up finally getting a platinum after 2 months. It's a shovelware game, but one of the better ones. Brain Rot Tung Tung Sahur. Oh my god, I played that on the last dumpster dive on the alt account. That game was so weird. Not that hard, you just have to keep the gold gun through the entire game. RE5, okay, gotcha. 5 hours. Still ain't no way you're beating it in that time. 5 hours is really not that bad. Yeah, 5 hours is pretty reasonable for that game. Okay, what the heck am I missing here? There's nothing else in here. Already melted that open. Already opened that. Can't go through here. And can't go through there. Is there something in here? No. So it's gotta be this room. I think there's like a secret in here of some kind, but... Yeah, okay, there it is. I knew there was something with that. I don't know why that wasn't showing up. Italian brain rot meme. Oh, okay, yep. I don't know why that didn't show up before, because I know I was in that spot previously and it didn't show up for some reason. But that's okay. We're getting closer to the end of the game. After this, it's just a mine section, then we're done. Okay, at least she actually has a map of the whole area. That's helpful. Oh yeah, that reminds me, Astrobot's getting new DLC this coming month, in the month of July. That's exciting. New Astrobot content is always fun. The question is, where are they going to end it at? Are they going to end it at 100 levels, probably? I could see him choosing to end at 100 levels and then doing one more additional bonus level right before the next Astrobot game releases. I could see him doing that. Shark Game and the other one were to release something. It was an interesting time. Only the PS5 version for Shovelware game was pretty high quality.
She trusts you.
Next platinum will be 333.
She never trusts. Okay.
Oh, you need something evil then. Illuminati confirmed. Or is that 666? 666 is devil. 333 I'm pretty sure is Illuminati confirmed. So you need Illuminati. Gotta love free DLC. Oh yeah, for sure. That's the thing for Astrobot is all that DLC is free. So I don't really mind it because it's free. I don't have to pay for the new trophies. I don't mind that. And the game's fun. That's going to be the next trophy video after I finish the college football video, because I'm doing the college football video first. College football video is, like, maybe 30 to 40% of the way done at this point. So that's going to be my next one that I finish. And then after that will be Astrobot. With all DLCs, of course, that are currently released. And I think the next one after Astro is the Clock Tower speedrun. I think is the next one. And then after that is Dead Rising 2 off the record. Then my attempts at speedrunning the Bluey video game, which that'll be a quick video to put together. That won't take long at all. This is only like 1 2-hour long stream. Then after Bluey... Oh wait, no, there's also Black Ops 6. I forgot about that. Black Ops 6 is a DLC. I gotta edit that one together at some point. And then the entire Sly franchise, which I'm actually super excited to do that video. That's about the only thing I don't have transferred over from the old computer yet, but I'll get around to it at some point in the near future. Because OneDrive is the slowest system ever made.
You were right.
Shark Game is Trollalaro Trollala. Excited to see what new bots get added. I think there's a Ghost of Yotai bot. Is the only one I know of so far.
Stay away.
So it's like Ghost of Yotai and I guess 4 other special bots. Maybe a Death Stranding 2 bot? I'd see him doing a Death Stranding 2 bot. It's like Ghost of Yotai, Death Stranding 2, maybe something for Resident Evil Requiem. Those are the sort of 3 things I can think of. I'm trying to think of anything else that's come out on PlayStation in the last couple of months that would be fitting for that. Might put the Clock Tower speedrun on in the background after this stream. I assume you mean the actual live stream I did of the game. If so, definitely check it out again. It was a good time, because it was the second time I had ever correctly speedrun the game. And I usually don't speedrun games, because I'm usually not good at it. But that game in particular was pretty kind to me, because there was a lot of really, like, none of the times were all that competitive. So it wasn't really that bad. Yeah, none of the times for that game were all that competitive, so it wasn't really that bad.
Yes, Evelyn. I remember.
Can we be a family like before?
No, Evie. We can't be a family. We were never a family. We will never be a family.
Then I don't need you anymore.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all. Alright, let's save, because it's been a little while since we've done a manual save. I assume we would get cassette tapes if we were on a higher difficulty, though. Still need to buy it yourself. Oh, gotcha. That was a skippable cutscene? I didn't actually know if it was. I mean, that would be good to know, actually, if it was, but I did not know that. Okay, we can squeeze through the elevator. contents have been taken. And this door is open, so what's in here? An herb and a broken laptop. Chem fluid, so we can make something out of that. Gunpowder, bullets. Combine that with that, so we have some health items. So we can at least heal up now. Okay, so we can't do anything about that yet. We need the fluids. We don't have a lockpick, so we can't get through that yet. Wonderful. So a couple of locked things in there. We can go into the elevator, though, so I'm assuming that's where we have to go. Oh, it is? Okay, gotcha. Hoping we get the other games, too. I hope so, too. Like, especially Clock Tower on the PS1, like the original PS1 Clock Tower. I would love to see us get that one. It'd be so much better if you can actually, have, like, a rewind feature in it or anything. Or just being able to play it on a modern console where it works better. I'd love to see that. Clock Tower 2, I can live without. Never played it, and didn't really have any reasoning to, because it's apparently terrible. And has, like, 20 different endings. And then there's Clock Tower 3, which is more of an action-adventure type of game than a stealth puzzle game. Not always a bad thing, but maybe not the most fitting for that particular franchise. What's in here? Nothing! Story of my life. Okay, we got a map. I like a map. And a lug wrench. I will take that as well. And we need a key to get into that, or a lockpick, which we do not have either of. Why this game never had any? I don't know. Death Stranding 2 is releasing in under a week. Yep. I mean, I'm not big into the franchise. Lizard Guy's a fan of it. And, I mean, apparently this one is going to make movement go a lot more, like, easily. Yeah, apparently this one's going to be a lot more friendly toward movement. Like, you're going to get vehicles and zip lines and stuff pretty early on, and you can construct, like, even, like, monorail trains and stuff. Which I don't really know how that works, because I thought the whole thing about it was the timefall rain that deteriorates everything. It's bringing back the French actress from James Bond, though, which is interesting. Whatever her name is. I feel like someone's just going to be creepily staring at the camera here.
Ethan.
Oh, there's Ethan.
I hope I make it in time.
Right, so Mia's still alive, apparently, and she's going to still free her husband, even though he abandoned her for the random chick that he found on the side of the road. Don't plan on replaying either Death Stranding. I kind of want to play the first one, because I feel like it could be entertaining. Could be fun. Even if it's just more of a time sink than anything else, because it might be a good thing to just play in the background while I'm working on other games.
Where is she?
Boot it up for an hour at a time, make some progress, make a few deliveries, rinse and repeat for a couple months, see what happens. Sometimes you just need a solid game like that just to mess around with. Or just take your time with. Okay, went into the captain's cabin already. We have a lug wrench and a pipe bomb. I know we can drop into the elevator, and I think that's what we're going to have to do. Still haven't played the first one, bought the game on clearance at Target for $10. Yeah, I bought the PS4 version on sale from, like, GameFly for, like, $4 at one point many years ago. Is that the only usage of the lug wrench, and can we get it out of our inventory if so? Because that'd be good to have a little bit of extra space. Okay, nothing we can do about that. And we have a knife, thank you. Now we at least have something to defend ourselves with. Okay, so that's a melty door that we can't do anything about. This one we can. Oh, hello, Mr. Molded. And what's the microwave? Chem fluid. I feel like microwaving chemicals is probably not a good idea. Even though we probably do that every time we actually microwave food in this country. 16 years since Raccoon City, so that dates this game to a certain year. What that year is, I don't know off the top of my head, but it does. Empty safe. Ooh, so we can go that way. I'm not going to head there just yet, though. Let me check out these other couple of rooms. Another molded. I don't think the enemies in this game are infinite in most levels, in most areas. Ah, so that was not like that previously. More gunpowder. That's great, except that I don't have any use for it. There's a safe that we can't open. Ooh, what's this? This looks like a puzzle. They either have to be the same or the opposite. I'm assuming they have to be the same. Ooh, yep, that worked. That was it. Corrosives, let's go. Alright, so we have one corrosive that goes there. Let's check out the kitchen as well. Bullets are good. And that's it in here for now. Okay. I mean, bullets are good. We can use bullets for sure. And we can keep going that way. But first, let's go back this way and open this door, because that should get us some more supplies. Sounds very repetitive, going from point A to point B. Yeah, but I mean, I could see it being a relaxing thing, the way that something like Power Wash Simulator is in some ways. But there is, like, combat and stuff in the game, and there is other stuff to it. Captain's Cabin Locker Key. Alright, that sounds like a good thing to have. Now, I don't know where that's going to be used at, but it seems like a good thing to have. So if we go back the other way, there's a couple of doors. We have bombs, so that's good. That's one of the ones that just leaps at because he doesn't have any arms. Don't waste the bomb on one of the armless ones. Okay, we still have a guest room to explore here, so let's see what's inside. Handgun bullets. Corrosives. There we go. We like that. A save point, and there is our item box. Excellent. Alright, send that back because we don't need it. We got the Albert, the infinite ammo, the X-ray glasses, the circular saw. And that's actually it. Okay, that's totally fine as well. Let's save our game. Hey, Drez. Good to see ya. We're getting close to the end of this, actually. There's not too much more. So we can go down from the elevator. There's nothing down that hallway, but there is that ladder right there, so... Okay, so we can go this way now. So that's another pathway. We're only on the second floor, so let's just check out what's going on here. First floor, we can go down. It's molded over, but available. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best... Actually, no, I do need to do that. I forgot I do need to do that, because that's how we get the elevator fully powered again. Yep, we need to do that for the elevator, so that's actually fine. Yeah, that'll let us repower the elevator, which is good. I know there's still stuff in here. Love the Albert. Machine gun ammo, great. Alright, let's head to the right. That was a terrible shot. That a corrosive door? It is. So let's go ahead and open it. Sure excited about Ninja Gaiden 4. Already got it pre-ordered. Nice. How long has it been this sequel? 12 plus years. Well, Freedom Fighter still doesn't have a sequel after like 20 years, so... Fingers crossed that someday happens. Okay, so this room is definitely worth our time, because there's a lot of stuff in here. Bombs and all. Lots of bombs. Alright, let's check out the bunk room next, because that is our next door. What does this door go to? Oh, into here? Okay, well that's pointless. And we have bullets underneath the bed. A drawer. A note. Just fully expecting a molded to pop up any time now. Psycho stims, we do not need that at all because we have the X-ray glasses, so might as well use it up. Okay. Still a maintenance room to check out over here. And then the elevator. Well, let's see what's in the maintenance room first. That looks important. A handgun! A second handgun that I don't actually need because I already have the Albert. And the Albert is better in, like, every conceivable way. But I will take the chance to save the game. I will take that for sure. Probably won't go for first achiever since you're still working on stick drift. Oh, okay. They might, who knows. Yeah, I would love to see it. You never know. Ninja Gaiden games as a birthday present. Oh, nice. Probably skipping the 2D one for now. You got Ninja Gaiden 4 and Final Fantasy 16 full price. Revelation series. I don't know what that is, so that's going to be a no. I'm assuming it's either Ninja Gaiden or something, but... Okay, so we have the fuse. And, yeah, so that's it for there. So let's climb back into the elevator. Damn, Mia, you can move pretty well there. I couldn't make that kind of a jump if I tried. Oh, that's... Okay, there it goes. Okay, so we fixed one part of it, but that's not the entire thing. Okay. So we fixed part of it. Oh, Resident Evil Revelations. Oh, gotcha. Not right now, until the trophies are revealed. Gotcha, for Borderlands 4. Yeah, not a game I'm going to be playing anytime early on. Okay, so we need to head up to the 3rd floor, it looks like. Or down to the subfloors, but I don't think we can go there yet. So I think we need to go up to the 3rd floor here, because there is a door in the control room that we can open. So let's head that way. Borderlands 4 Collector's Edition. Yeah, I saw that. It's like, are you trying to ruin your franchise type of moment? Yeah, so the Borderlands 4's Collector's Edition, which is like $150 or something, does not include the actual game. Like, I can't possibly understand who would think that could possibly be a good idea. It's like, oh, hey, here's this new Borderlands game you've been waiting for, but guess what? If you buy the super expensive Collector's Edition in a tough economy, you don't get the actual game with it. I expect something like that maybe from Ubisoft, but come on now. That's just insane. That might be a new record for stupid. Yeah, that might very well break some kind of record of stupidity. Skipping Borderlands 4 till it's a good deal. Oh, I'm sure as hell not playing it anytime soon. After how much Tiny Tina pissed me off with how broken that trophy was. The end of the game was, I mean. Yeah, that ain't happening anytime soon. Let it go down to like $20 or be a PS Plus game or something. Then I'll consider it. Like a year from now. Because, I mean, Borderlands 3 I didn't really love. It wasn't bad. I still had some fun with it, but in comparison to the previous games before that, was not a huge fan of it, and then just how much Tiny Tina pissed me off, I just really don't feel like doing another Borderlands game anytime soon. Especially because Borderlands 3 was, like, super broken on release. Like, it had a lot of issues on release, especially with, like, the vehicles and stuff. It's like, whenever you try to capture a vehicle, it just wouldn't work. Ow. Oh, it's a fat molded. That's not good. Okay, heal up there, Mia. That was not what I was hoping for. That was not a good situation. Another chem fluid. Already went to the shower room, so we got the wire we need, so we should be able to access the elevator fully now. I think there are more secrets here, but we don't really need them because we just need to finish the game at this point. And that's a door that we can't go through for some reason. I don't know why. Looks like there's still supplies to my right, but can't really get there. Empty. Empty. Okay, so if we go back around, that'll take me back to the control room and then back to the elevator, so that'll work. Probably getting Dying Light the Beast, skipping Borderlands 4, never mind another Borderlands game again. Only one you're missing are Borderlands 2, Pre-Telltale and Dragon's Keep. Yeah, all I'm missing... I'm still missing new Tales from the Borderlands. I've got the original Tales from the Borderlands, which is a great game, but Haven't done new Tales from the Borderlands, and don't really particularly want to. Can we use a corrosive on it? We cannot. Okay, well, I don't know exactly how to get that open. We do have that key, so I don't know if we can get something out of this security office real quick. Wherever that gun cabinet is. That might be on a different floor. I think that's actually on a different floor, isn't it? Yeah, that's on a different floor. Well, we don't really need it because we're close to the end of Mia's section, I'm pretty sure, so should be fine. Now that we got the wiring, let's hook the elevator back up. Alright, put the wire in, general force fuse, and we've got the elevator working again. So we need to head far down. Down to S2. Hey, gamer. So excited for Dying Light. Just platinum the first game. Kissing all versions of Tales from Borderlands. Both versions of Borderlands 2. VR. And, of course, Borderlands 1 PS3. Well, Borderlands 1 PS3 will never happen because it's unobtainable, of course. VR... I'm not 100% against, but I'm not really... It's not likely to ever be something I would do. I might as well use these up, because I've got like 10 million of them. Or like 6 of them, but... This was the right way to go. Dang. Okay, then. Alright, he took a few hits. More remote bombs. That is a lot of bombs. I'm also more concerned with healing items, in all honesty. Let's clear this room out first. There's one outside. Alright, that seems to have done some damage. And got that one down. Let's go. More bullets that I do not have any real use for. Another time bomb that I will take because I can use those. Only missing the DLC trophies for 2 and 1. Have basically all collectibles, gold mission, and DLCs, and Ultra Marathon. So, okay, yeah. So you're actually fairly close, I think, on Dying Light. Wish we could see Ethan's face. Do we get to see it in Village? I don't know if we do or not. I guess I'll find out whenever I play Village in the near future. Thank God run easy. Gonna have to do it twice. Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot that there's a European VR version for some reason. That makes absolutely no sense, by the way, but it's a thing that exists for whatever reason. Let's go ahead and make a thing. Heal up, because we're getting near the end of this segment. Use a corrosive. Ultra Marathon now, like 5 minutes pauses, so unless you have a turbo controller, you can't rubber band. Oh, that sucks. It's a game that really needs it. There's an antique coin. I almost forgot about those being even a collectible here. Try and make another one of those. Sure, why not? Have nothing else to use it on. I need you to do something for me. You can't see it even in the DLC for Village? Oh, okay, that's kind of unfortunate. I was hoping maybe you could. It's the kind of thing that would make sense, but I guess not.
Ethan? Hey, shh. I know. I'm not gonna hurt you. Hell, I never would have if I could have helped you.
What do you mean?
I'm no killer, son. Neither is Marguerite, nor my boy Lucas, or even Zoe here.
Mutated Jack and Dexter Precursor Legacy have 5 different versions that aren't regional. I have no idea.
She did this.
So here we have the little revealing moment where these guys are really not bad. They were just taken over by the
She
molded.
infected us with her gift. That's what she calls
And they're trying to explain themselves so that we can hopefully
I found her
save everyone.
in a busted out tank in the bayou. Everything changed after that.
So she infects you and then she takes control?
No. Not exactly, son. She just... She forces her way into your mind, your soul. You can't fight back.
Can't wait to run 960 kilometers
You
without a
are
rubber
connected to
band.
her.
That's what, like 600 miles
Can't resist
probably?
the urge to...
Which is a lot.
Oh, you're...
Happy Ultra Marathon Autopop, that's good.
Just like me.
There's Vita,
Because
PS3,
of Evelyn.
2 different PS4 versions, and the PS5 version.
The girl
Yeah,
just has
that's
to figure
weird.
out her own.
I did one version of it back in the day. It was pretty fun.
All right? You find her. You stop her.
I will do so.
Free my family. Please.
Jay.
40 hours of sprinting sounds terrible, though. Especially if you can't rubber band it.
I can make him love you.
Don't hurt him.
Silly, I told you, I'm not gonna hurt it.
Don't you dare.
What? You're not my mommy. Remember?
So even though we left Mia behind to die, she still rescues us here. But now we're going to have an optional, or not optional, but exclusive to the bad ending boss fight.
There's no time.
Which is why you do not want to do the bad ending on your Madhouse playthrough.
I won't be able to resist.
Because it's just an extra fight that doesn't need to be here.
Mia, no. No.
Yeah, it's just an extra little thing that doesn't actually have to be here. You don't have to do this if you're on the other version. Or if you're on the good ending, I mean. I think, can we get away from her? No, we can't. I think we actually have to, like, block her or something.
Did you and that slut?
So yeah, this fight is not in the good ending, surprisingly. This is exclusive to the bad ending.
Kill it. Kill
And it's easy to die here if you're not careful, especially if you're on higher difficulty, so you definitely don't want to go for the bad ending on your Madhouse playthrough, because this is just an extra fight that you have to deal with. It's not that big a deal on easy, obviously, but it is just annoying that it's an extra thing, so do keep that in mind if you're going for this platinum. That's what you went through, would rather do 50k zombies kills. Yeah, I'd rather do that too, because that's probably easier.
I'll go kill them.
Especially with certain methods that work relatively well. It wouldn't have been as bad if they hadn't have nerfed the amount of zombies you get in that game from calling in an extraction. Because prior to that, like, right when the game came out, you could get, like, an insane amount of zombies during every extraction, to where you can easily get, like, several thousand kills in a single game without a whole lot of issues. But then they made it harder. Or they just greatly decreased the amount of zombies more than anything else. So yeah, just an extra little boss fight, which is a pretty unique idea, but just definitely don't want to deal with that on Madhouse, because that's an extra fight that can definitely kill your run a bit. Okay, I think some new faces are about to show here. Or maybe only on the radio, but regardless. Dead fish. We're getting to the end game here, so we're getting pretty close to the end. We are going to get done tonight, that's for sure. Yeah, we are getting close to the end. For some reason we have to go underneath. Started the FBC Firebreak game to keep series completion in the Alan Wake universe, and it's not that good. Oh, that's unfortunate. Starting to feel like doing that over the augments in Black Ops 6. It probably is easier because it's just straight kills, whereas the augments technically requires you to get, like, XP by extracting and stuff. Enhanced handgun bullets. This place fell down 100 years ago. There's a helicopter over here.
Alpha 1, this is Bravo 1. Do you read?
This is Alpha 1. Report. Did you find anything?
A thorough search of the Baker property revealed 0 survivors. Repeat, 0 survivors. We did find evidence of a skirmish.
Evelyn?
Negative. However, we did find several encrypted messages from the Baker's son Lucas to an unknown third party. You can probably guess who that was.
That's just great. We've had reports using the
Playing
abandoned mines south
100,000
of the property.
dinosaurs
I'm
and
gonna go have a look.
Exoprimal
Roger
sucked.
that. We'll meet you at those coordinates.
If you encounter Evelyn,
That trophy, don't think
orders
you
are
want to do
shoot
the Orca
kill.
trophy.
Repeat,
Yeah, I don't blame you.
shoot
That's
to kill.
that one is not fun. Okay. Here we are at the end of the line, the end of the game. Okay, let's get our stuff sorted out and figure out what we need. So let's grab some first aid meds. Let's grab the... Let me get one of the antique coins out, so we can go and get the other thing of steroids. Take that steroids out as well. The infinite ammo, of course, the X-ray glasses, the circular saw, the magnum, and the shotgun. Alright. So I missed quite a few of the... I didn't miss a ton of the coins, I guess. Because 2 coins would go into that, so I would only need... I only missed 3 coins then on this difficulty, so that's not too bad. Not too bad at all, actually. Yeah, we're going to be able to get the platinum tonight, which is great. And let me go ahead and take one of these just to go ahead and up that maximum health a little bit. Can't hurt to have. Circular saw, shotgun, and magnum are all ready to go. So, let's make a save. We are at the end of the game. Still quite a few enemies to kill, though, so we aren't quite done yet. Have control triple stacked after FBC. For stacks, just have one Alan Wake 1 completion. Okay. I still need to play those games, the Alan Wake games. Don't care for stacks unless it's in the backlog, that's fair. Black Ops 7, I'm sure it's gonna have like 100,000 zombie kill trophy because they've been teasing that for a while now. But yeah, we should only have one trophy left in the base game. We do, just the platinum and the bad ending. Exciting! And then just lots and lots of DLC. Alright, I'm not done for the night. I just need to go use the bathroom real quick, so I'll be right back, and we will be finishing off our platinum trophy for Resident Evil 7. So I'll be right back. Alright, much better. Okay, what do you think Black Ops 7's trophy list will be? 1 million zombie kills means obviously beat campaign on veteran, online, zombies, and Easter eggs. Should play Alan Wake 2, really good. Also, Platinum's easy. Yeah, I still need to play those games. I think Black Ops 7 will be over or under 50 hours, but think over. I assume it'll be over, because usually Treyarch games are the hardest and most time-consuming of the 3 developers. So 50 plus hours seems pretty realistic. Alright, let's head on to the end game. Oh, it's a Mr. Everywhere. Oh yeah, they are giving us quite a few supplies here, so they know that we are entering the end game here. With 3 molded in a row. Make that 4 molded. Yep, that's how you know you're in the end game. Big enemy gauntlet. Final boss fight up and coming. Looks like it's even more than that. Like I said before, though, I've never actually played this game with infinite ammo, I don't think. At least not the base game. I might have played one of the DLCs with it before. Like, I'm sure I played, like, the Jack's 55th birthday with infinite ammo because it can be useful for certain... Actually, no, you don't need it that much for, like, S ranks and stuff, so... My OCD compels me. Take it. Anything in the Alan Wake universe has been easy. True. Haven't played the first one yet, but heard it's an easy to medium platinum. Yeah, that's about right. Black Ops 3 is 100 hours. Black Ops 4 is 150. Cold War is 70. Black Ops 6 is 80. Black Ops 6 is only 80 the first time you do it. The second time you do it, because you can auto-pop all the bad stuff, it's like 20 to 30. Cold War is, yeah, 70 hours the first time you do it, but not quite as bad the second time around. Because you can auto-pop so much of it, so probably like under 50 for the other time. Black Ops 3 being 100 hours, I would say anywhere from 80 to 100, depending on the way you play it. Not counting DLC, of course, because DLC adds a lot more in terms of time. Black Ops 4 I can't speak to, but I know it's bad. Black Ops 2 is like 50 to 75 hours, but it's not even obtainable anymore anyway. Black Ops 1 is probably like 30 to 35 hours. It's not a particularly long one. It's just fairly skill dependent. I mean, it's very heavily skill dependent for that matter. My OCD compels me. My OCD compels me. Fully expect someone to come up from behind at some point. How did you survive that? I don't know how I didn't walk into that bomb. That being right there. An herb. Thing we can't access. Cold War, it's like 30, 50 the second time. Yeah. Black Ops 7, 700 hours. Nah, I don't think they'll ever make a Call of Duty game that time-consuming. Because even getting Master Prestige or 10th Prestige or whatever it was in World at War on the 360 wouldn't have taken that long. I mean, it would have taken several hundred hours, but I don't think it would have taken 700. Because I got to rank 65 relatively early in that game's life cycle. And I never prestiged in World at War, because there wasn't really a point for me to do so. There was no trophies tied to it or anything, and I'd rather have everything stay unlocked. This is good. I'm getting some good aiming practice in with the Magnum. Black Ops 1 is rated as a 20-hour. I think it probably takes a little bit longer than that. I mean, there's not much in the multiplayer, and if you have good teammates for the zombies, maybe. But at the same time... Ooh, yeah. At the same time, you also have the campaign being a little bit tougher. Because it's definitely tougher than a lot of the modern COD games on the higher difficulty. And a couple of the miscellaneous trophies are definitely a little bit trickier. Though not as bad as some of the other games. And then World at War, of course, is like a 20 to 30 hour platinum, but it can be quite challenging. Black Ops 7 kills 777,000 zombies, yeah. Let's not give them any ideas. Let's not give them any more bad ideas. I wouldn't be surprised if they did something like a 77,777 trophy for killing. I mean, that would suck ass if they did it, but I wouldn't be overly surprised if that's something they decided to do. Unfortunately. That is 100% something I could see them do, though, if they really wanted to be particularly dickish about it. Story stuff that I've read like 10 years ago at this point. Alright, what's going on in this room? Something's in here. 8.062 billion zombies, or 8.2. Oh, like kill the entire population of the human race. Good thing I still have that with me. Only hardcore fans would do that. I don't know if I would do that. Games are lacking some kill grinds, so they should really do like 1 million. Nah, let's not give them that idea, guys. Let's not give them that idea. Platinum rate. Yeah, the platinum rate would be like below ultra rare. It'd probably be like 0.5%. It would probably be my rarest platinum. And I mean, again, that's grinding that amount of zombie kills is not something that would be difficult. It's just so insanely time-consuming that it's not something most normal human beings want to suffer through. It would be one of the worst grinds I would have ever done, that's for sure. Okay, we are at this thing, so let's throw the ammo in. Ooh, you know what? We have those, so let me turn that into something. Yeah, let me go ahead and make a few more first aid meds here. Neuro rounds and flame rounds that we do not need, because we have infinite ammo other weapons. And let's save our game yet again, because we ain't taking no risks. Can't wait to see how many people will have Modern Warfare 2 PS5 100% after that. God, it's gonna be so low because, like, I want to pause the game in case something can actually enter the room with me and decide to, like, touch me in bad places. I would rather that not happen. So let me go down to that Call of Duty game. So Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for PS5. Okay, so 353,227 people have played it. The PS5 version of Modern Warfare 2. And the 100% completion rate is 1,287 people have done it. A 0.36%. So after Black Ops 7, it's going to fall to like 0.2% probably, unless for some reason it's an easy platinum or easy trophy list. I don't think they will do that, because again, Treyarch is not known for making their trophy lists easy. In fact, they're known specifically for making them hard. I guess you never know, but I assume it's going to be difficult. I assume it's going to be along the lines of previous Treyarch games. I don't see them changing up their formula for this one. Because in general, it's like, Infinity Ward tends to make the easiest games. They tend to be almost entirely single-player focused. Their campaigns usually aren't insanely difficult for the most part, aside from like Mile High Club and COD 4 or something. And they tend to be shorter, with the exception to that being Infinite Warfare, which is also the exception to the multiplayer stuff. They might have a co-op thing, but they almost never have multiplayer. Then Treyarch is the difficult developer. They tend to make the hardest platinum trophies out of the three, and generally among the most time-consuming, with a huge mix of multiplayer, campaign, co-op, everything. Some of everything is going to be required usually for a Treyarch game, with a handful of exceptions like World at War being only campaign and campaign co-op. Gotta make sure they're not going to sneak up behind me. And then Sledgehammer, if they even still make any of the games themselves anymore, which I don't really think they do, was kind of a mix between the two. The difficulty was closer to that of the Infinity Ward games, but the time and the trophy structure was closer to Treyarch. So they were kind of a mix between the two. Infinite ammo's fun. Like I said, I've never really played this one with infinite ammo. It's pretty fun. As it should be. I guess you don't get infinite bombs, though, which is totally fine. More fuel that I don't need. Just stick to veteran glitches. It's more nevermind. Yeah, we'll have to see what they end up doing with it. Classic has a good chance to be your, something. I guess it'll be below 0.25. Yeah, for sure. Surprised how you even have some of Treyarch games done, because you've done World at War, Black Ops 1, and both versions of Cold War. So you've done a lot of them. You just haven't done the more time-consuming ones, I guess you could say. Because you've done ones that are certainly challenging, but not necessarily as time-consuming. Because World at War is more challenging than a lot of the other ones, but it doesn't take anywhere near as long. A lot less time is going to be spent suffering. Still never understand why he did Cold War, because it's not horrifically painful compared to some games out there. Current rumors that Modern Warfare 4 in 2026 is supposed to be only for next gen. It better be. I'm sick and tired of this crap coming out in the PS4 era. Only took them 6 years. And yeah, I mean, we literally have talk of the PS6 now, so we really do not need AAA games to still be coming out on the old gen. Like, at least, like, GTA 6 won't be on the old gen, and, like, Death Stranding 2 will not be the old version either. So at least we're going to be getting the better versions no matter what for those. Which is about freaking time. So yeah, I'm sick of consistently getting these stupid PS4 versions of games that we don't need. That serve no purpose. They're just there to be problematic, honestly. Ow. Use it. Why not? Stick to your 7 COD completions. COD games you've done are World at War, Black Ops 1, the OG Modern Warfare series, New Modern Warfare 1, Ghost Advanced Warfare, and Cold War. Yeah, you've done a lot of them, so you've done more than most people have for that franchise. I mean, for me now, it's just Declassified, which I'll do eventually. Black Ops 4, not going to happen. Advanced Warfare PS3, not out of the question entirely with that COD boosting group on Discord. And Black Ops 3 PS3 is unobtainable. It's just, again, with Black Ops 3, I really do not want to do that 4th DLC ever again. Specifically that 4th DLC. The other 3, I think I could put myself through again. But I don't know about that 4th one. The Easter egg's bad enough. And then just the insanity of the latter part of it is just absolutely painful. Alright, let's save. Because that double feature mode, I never want to suffer through that again. He did those twice, yep. COD 4 twice, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, Vanguard 2019, COD Classic, and COD 2. And I mean, COD 2 might be the hardest one. From what we've been discussing, COD 2 might actually be the hardest one. In terms of just straight up raw difficulty, not counting time, obviously, but in terms of just straight raw difficulty, it might actually be the most difficult.
I'm sure of it. It's not here. It's gone. It's gone!
Soon enough, PS5 and PS6 versions. Yep, probably. And then, after a few years of that, we'll start getting PS6 and PS7 versions, because of course we will. And then, like, 10 years after that, PS7 and PS8 versions. And then another 10 years after that, PS8 and PS9 versions. If, you know, the world hasn't died from a nuclear war by that point. Which I feel like is probably more likely. PS2 games were released well into 7th gen. Yeah, that is true, because World at War has a PS2 version. So that is actually true.
This is your fault.
Yeah, World at War even had a PS2 version, which is crazy. I don't think Modern Warfare 2 did.
It's me. I know you didn't mean to hurt me.
The Black Ops 1 had like a Wii version, which I've seen people play on YouTube. It's actually pretty interesting. But it still has a handful of people playing it online, which is crazy. The fact they're making the new games, DLC is just lazy. Well, it has something to do with the whole, like, starter system, and, like, having them all tied into a single thing. Which it's stupid, don't get me wrong, but that's the reason why they do it.
You're gonna be one of us. And then maybe you'll...
Haven't played the Zombie Army Trilogy or Zombie Army 4? I have not. COD 2's harder than Classic. That's what it kind of sounds like. Let's not talk about the Severn of the 8 yet. Oh, hello, Mia. Ow. Okay, you can suddenly eat magnum bullets, I guess. Because reasons. It's a doll from Squid Games. Because I think that's a doll that's going to be in the next Squid Game season, in the final season. Okay, that was not the direction we were supposed to go in, so I guess Mia was actually trying to give us a warning there. I'm actually kind of curious to see what the ending is for this, with us letting Mia get killed, because I don't remember it at all. Because my first playthrough of this game, I went for the bad ending just so I could knock that trophy out, not knowing I was going to have to deal with the harder, or the easier version of that boss fight later. Or just the easier version of that one area later on. I didn't know that was going to be a thing. I did it because I assumed it was going to be the bad ending, or just the ending that you didn't really want to go for. Okay, we're at the end. Block. Almost done. Alright. Give her the needle. Guesses the PS6 will release in 2028. Yeah, I can see that. A week from tomorrow is Squid Game Season 3. Yeah, me and my parents are going to binge watch it when I go home for 4th of July. Because I'll go home for a long weekend for 4th of July. Be kind of nice. Next gen gonna be $1,000. Yeah, probably. Unless we can slow inflation down enough. It might be like 900. Might not quite be 1,000. Gonna have to start saving up right now for the PS6. Yeah, PS6. I guess we'll see what it ends up being. I don't think the PS6 though will quite hit 1,000. It might be like 800 or 900. Alright, that's fine. That's supposed to happen. That forwards the game. It's almost platinum time. Let's go. Guessing minimum 700, yeah. It was Grandma all along. Grandma, why'd you get into the experimental drugs again? Don't you know better than to get into the experimental drugs? Drugs are bad. Especially when they turn you into a giant freaky mutant. Can't imagine the price for it in Australia. Same for, like, Canada. Because the Canadian and Australian dollars are worth so much less. I hate to pause it there, but I am going to quickly start a new recording here on my OBS. That way, I only have, like, a smaller gigabyte file to edit down here in a minute. Well, not a minute, but
I just wanted a family.
I just wanted a family. Ethan, quit crying. You're fine. You're like invincible version of the Mulbit, aren't you? Isn't that your whole thing, that you're part of the molded that's revealed in Village? Unknown. I love how he just says, use it, with no extra details. Well, it's a good thing this one particular handgun is somehow a super weapon. Well, it has those anti-molded rounds from the Chris DLC, so it makes sense. Save the last one for yourself, Ethan, just in case. Hi, YouTube video watchers. Scalpers prices will be fun. Oh, I'm sure they will. I mean, the Switch 2 is getting it, but it's not as bad as some consoles in the past. Because, I mean, people have said they didn't have too much of a problem finding the Switch 2, so... And there it is, just a memory now, and... Bio-splattered. Another Resident Evil game is done, folks. We did it. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard is complete for the second time, at least in terms of platinum. And now we have the most incorrect version of Chris Redfield ever made. Not my Chris. That is not my Chris.
Glad we found you.
Yep, that is not my Chris.
What the fuck took you guys so long?
So I'm curious to see how this ending actually plays out. Dang! That's so sad! That's legitimately so sad! No wonder it's the bad ending.
They say that when one door closes, another opens.
No wonder that's the bad ending.
Well,
that's so sad.
The door closed tonight. And what a long night it was. But not just for me. Me and I weren't the only victims here. So were the Bakers.
That's legitimately so sad.
Who made them that way?
It's like you give up on your wife and you throw her phone out the window, but now everyone that you cared about is dead, and you have to go live your life on your own. But then again, this is not the canon ending, so...
losing Mia the first time, but now I've lost her again.
Oh, thank you, Cassie. And then, yep, there's Chris. I don't know what they did with him on here. When it first happened back in the day, everyone thought it was really fucking weird. That is really freaking loud, by the way. Believe it or not, it's not the canon ending. Oh, yep. Yeah, the Mia ending is the canon one. Okay, that music is going to be copyrighted, so let's skip that. Okay, easy difficulty, 5 hours and 46 minutes, 4 restarts. Every Mr. Everywhere's done. I got most of the antique coins, though, and most of the files. Okay, that wasn't bad for coming back to this game. Alright, let's look at that beautiful, beautiful trophy list completion. 100%. Total jump scare, too. Quite cheesy victory song. Yeah, we can't have that be in there because that's going to be copyrighted. One of 3 games in your backlog yet to be done. It's worth playing. It is a great game. So yeah, a bunch of trophies for finishing the story. Everything through here is story-related. The 2 different endings, so you do need 2 separate playthroughs of the game. Beat the game on the different difficulties. They do stack. Madhouse is fairly challenging, but you can use the circular saw to make it significantly easier. But that auto-popped. And then you just start getting a whole bunch of miscellaneous trophies, many of them auto-pop, and these are honestly pretty easy to do for the most part. There's not really anything super difficult here. The item slots one is not an auto-pop for some reason. You do have to go pick up your own bag to do it, but that's pretty easy to do. More miscellaneous trophies. Yeah, more miscellaneous trophies. So yeah, random combat trophies are unlocked regardless, and other ones aren't. It makes... Again, this game has the most illogical auto-pop I've ever seen for a game. Shoot and knock back Marguerite while she's leaping at you. You can only do that during the Marguerite boss fight, which is a little bit finicky. It's not too hard, but it is one you have to redo. The remote bomb, super easy. You saw how to do it in this video, but it isn't until very late in the game. This one auto-pops. That one did not auto-pop, but that one was actually very easy. Just be careful about it. Follow a guide if you need to. Same with the Happy Birthday videotape. But all the videotapes popped, so I don't get that one. The coins and the files all auto-pop for some reason, so again, none of this makes any sense whatsoever. The Mr. Everywhere's auto-pop, the 4-hour playthrough auto-pops, these two do not auto-pop. But I had a save file from that particular playthrough and was able to knock him out very quickly from that, so I got very lucky with that. It would be easiest to do each of these in a separate playthrough. Well, actually, not really, actually, because if you're playing it on easy, it shouldn't make that much of a difference, because if you're playing it on easy, you have those 3 times you can use the item box. You can heal using the steroids, and you can do that 4 times, so I don't know. It's probably not that bad, actually, because I missed a lot of items back in the house. Alright, still got stuff to do here in Band Footage Volume 1, of course. 2 is done, and Not a Hero's done. End of Zoe, I'm going to start working on probably on my own. These trophies aren't particularly hard, but they will take at least a full playthrough of that, so... let's try a couple of runs of Ethan Must Die before we go to bed for the night. I'm ready to cry. Yeah, OG Resident Evil 4, amazing game. Revelations 1, solid there, and RE7 left. Or, no, those are the ones you have left. Okay, gotcha. It was 500 platinums ago? Oh, nice. That's a bit of a coincidence. 500 platinums ago. Holy shit. That was... God, how many years ago would that have been? Like 2018? I probably didn't finish it in 2017. Probably finished it in 2018, unless it came out in early 2017. No, it did come out in early 2017, so I would have finished it in 2017. So yeah, like 8 years ago. Damn. Seven years ago, yep. Now for the most fun DLC ever made. I do need to probably rewatch a video to relearn some of the strategies, because that does play into this a little bit. I don't remember it perfectly, so... Oh, we got a handgun. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember it perfectly, so I might want to watch a couple of videos just to remember how to play through the whole thing. Because I made half-decent progress. I forgot he was there. I actually forgot he was there. That is entirely my fault, because I forgot he was there because I'm dumb. I have no idea how I forgot that from yesterday. Okay, that was really stupid on my part. I have no one to blame but myself for that one, though. Because I completely forgot he was there. And that's also not the way I'm supposed to go either, so that's entirely my own stupid fault, so... No point in going for those boxes, you're not going to be able to get them. I got my gun back. Hang on. You ain't coming through that door. An herb. I can't combine herbs together in this game for some reason. That seems dumb. Okay, next room. See, that run was entirely my fault for failure. I have no one to blame but myself for being dumb. So go in here, hide behind the corner here. And he dies. Was that another herb? Oh, chem fluid. Hang on. Yeah, do that. Let's heal up. Because I can actually heal up here. That death last night didn't make sense. Didn't see a wire either. I need to go look back at that then. Only know this in 21. 21 auto pops. Thank God, because I despise that particular game mode. Because it is so luck-based. Strong first aid med. Let's go. Yeah, because that mode is so stupidly luck-based. Even more so than this. Like, yeah, there's RNG here, but that one's even worse. Okay, we're still good. Okay, we want to knife this. We don't want to waste ammo on it. Be better if we had the survival knife. Right, we're good. Dodge these. The burner. Okay. I can deal with that. I can use that. The Albert? Oh, hell yes. Hold on just a second here, guys. We've got some good items on this run. That's fine. That's totally fine. Okay, I wasted a bullet. I would rather waste a bullet than die. Okay, he will get killed by the trap when we run over it. Yep, he'll get killed by the trap. That's perfect. I can hear that one ticking, so that's a bomb. So we do not want to touch that. Now, the thing about this DLC is that there's not really anything wrong with using your weapons. Because the game will tend to give you items that you need if you get rid of them. As weird as that might sound. So if you get rid of a weapon, I think you're more likely to get something like it back. Oh, that's a bomb. That is a bomb. Of course it is. Let me kill it from here, though, so it doesn't go off when I'm running around in a circle here. After backlog ones have RE105, Code Veronica, Operation Raccoon City, and Resistance. So you got some really shitty ones. But yeah, the 21 Survival Plus, thank God, auto pops. Pizza commercial, buying a pizza tomorrow. No, the 21 Survival Plus does auto pop for most people. Like, that's not the problem trophy of this auto pop. Surprisingly, that one actually does tend to pop for most people. But I did get lucky with the weapons, if that's what you meant, so... Come on, Mr. Fatty Boy. There's Mr. Fatty Boy. He's so fat. I'm not saying I'm skinny, but come on now. This man's a little bit more fat than I am, even. Oh, that's a real box. Oh, hell yes, we got a shotgun. Because there's not a lot of enemies you have to kill in this DLC is the thing. We're not going through that door because it is filled with tripwires. I don't know if you can see it here, but there's one right there, so we're not going in there yet. We're gonna circle back to that later. Okay, this hallway. Just duck under the bombs and we can trip someone up. Have no idea when you're cleaning this up. It is not a fun time at all. This is, again, a terrible, terrible trophy. Terrible game mode. Not fun to play. Okay, so now let's let him come through with the tripwire. Is he dead? Oh, he did die. Okay, I wasn't sure if he was dead or not. Okay, good. Thing is the size of Whoopi Goldberg, pretty much. Gonna do Little Caesars, trying out the Fantastic Four. Never done a Fantastic Four, but I tried their stuffed crust. Their stuffed crust actually is not bad. I'm not gonna lie, their stuffed crust ain't that bad. Like, for how cheap it is, I can't really complain. Okay, so we set that off, so now we're gonna go back to that room because there's several items in there. Get rid of that bomb so I don't accidentally walk into it in the future. We have plenty of burner ammo, so it's fine. Another handgun, let's go. Steroids! Oh my god, the game is being nice. The problem is, I don't know if I can get through the later parts of it. That's the main problem I have here, is I don't know if I can get through the later parts of it. We have the shotgun. Okay, I'm gonna put the pistol in here and save the Albert for later. Because the Albert's gonna be better during, like, the final boss fight. In most games, your deaths are from traps. This mode seems up your alley. Yeah, because a lot of it's traps, and a lot of it's just learning the way the enemies spawn, because it does take a while to learn it. Like, even if you watch a video, you're not going to be able to do it first try, just because of some of the randomness and everything. Okay, I'm going to pull out the flamethrower here. Doors have been locked. Burn him. Burn them both. And you get bullshit like that. I burned the crap out of them, and I still died. This game is a broken pile of shit. This particular game mode is. I am not looking forward to doing this for 3 hours straight tomorrow. That is why I hate this mode. It is broken, it is unfair. Quite simply put, it is broken and unfair. And there's no other way to put it. It is broken, it is unfair. And it cheats blatantly. Stuff like that just doesn't make sense. Okay, this time I dodged that guy, so that's good. Just close the door behind me. And it is going to take a few tries to fully get into the rhythm of it, so I don't expect to do it first try. I just expect the game to play, at least try to slightly play fair at times. Which is probably too much to ask for. Two slices of pepperoni, 2 slices of cheese, 2 slices of bacon and pepperoni, and 2 slices of pepperoni and jalapenos. That actually sounds really, really good. Actually does sound really good. I have to see what you're having tomorrow since your mom's leaving on Saturday and won't be seeing her till the end of August. Hopefully I'll get a good meal in. Shotgun. That's a real one. Oh, we got the survival knife. Let's go. Get rid of the fake knife. We don't need it. The Psycho Stim here, or whatever that is completely useless. We do not need these because we can tell when a thing is fake or not. Okay, so this time, since we have the survival knife, we can cut through this pretty quickly. Cut him off. I hate these traps because they're super unfair and inconsistent. You see what I mean? That's the kind of thing I hate about games like this. I walked over it the same way I did last time, but I actually died that time, so it's horribly broken. Very horribly broken and unfair. Because I walked over that as quickly as I could have, and it still killed me for some reason. And this time we get no weapons, so we're probably screwed. So yeah, I hate this DLC. I'd still think this one's probably a little more fair than 21 Survival Plus, but this is not a fun time. Because when you get the game just cheating like that... Oh, he's not. Nope, 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 nope. Close the door. Nope. Yeah, when the game just decides to cheat like that, there's nothing you can do. He just randomly decides, hey, this is suddenly not going to work right. Got a first aid med, it's not like it's really going to be that helpful. Definitely telling your mom to bring a lot of snacks. In fact, the cheapest country on the planet. Steroids. Potentially useful. Burner, okay, I will take that. That's actually useful. I can use that to burn away the thing on the staircase. So yeah, a lot of this DLC comes down to luck and the game not cheating you on stupid shit like what happened last run. Because I don't know what I was supposed to do about that. You just randomly decide that suddenly the trap is just gonna kill me? There's no logic to it is the problem. There's no consistency to it. Like, even if I run as fast as humanly possible, it doesn't always work correctly. Well, at least we got the survival knife back. That's actually useful. Psychostimulants, that could not be more useless. The Albert, that is useful, thank you. Yes. Enhanced handgun ammo, so we actually have some ammo. Now we run. If you run past them, sometimes it doesn't work. Is he dead? Yep, he's down. Okay, perfect. Fat boy, come on, fat boy. Check out GameStop while you're out. You get a month's worth of groceries for under 50 bucks. Oh yeah, if you can get a month's worth of groceries for 50 bucks, that'd be amazing, because that's like a weekly budget for me. Now, that's partially because I do buy a couple of things that I don't need to buy. I could definitely do it for less if I had to. Because in reality, in the last, like, 6 months, the only thing that's really gone up in price for me, of all things, has been sparkling water. Everything else has not gone up in price or has gone down. That's the only thing that's really gone up in price. And in all honesty, I should probably just invest in getting like a soda stream or something, in all honesty, because it's probably going to end up being cheaper in the long run. Another first aid med, let's go. Not like that's actually that useful, though. I'd rather have guns and ammo than first aid meds. Hello, Mr. Molded. Come on through. Oh, he's still alive. And now he's dead. Alright. We have all that enhanced handgun ammo, so I can just shoot this with the non-enhanced ammo. And let's see what's inside. Got tired of GameStop, only visit once a month. I mean, I really almost never visit because it's kind of on the other side of town. I don't feel like going through the traffic here. It's a Magnum. Okay, this run just got a little more interesting. Okay, this run got a lot more interesting. Okay, that's actually a lot of weapons. That is a lot of weapons to get in a single run. Okay, he's right there. See if I can walk him over the trap. Okay, we got him. Strong chem fluid. Okay, that's fine. Let's load that with super bullets. Oh, I'd like to have the gunpowder being used, but I really need the strong chem fluid isn't going to be that useful compared to what I currently have. Okay, so in the next area, I know that we're going to get attacked by several enemies here. So we have to run. Basically, we have to run. Okay. That worked exactly how I wanted it to. That's a trap. But do that. An herb that I cannot take. Okay, we actually have a lot of healing items this time, so we're honestly good on health. Good. That is a nasty trap. Okay, this room is a giant trap. I hate this room. This one gives me so much anxiety. And we cleared it. There we go. That is a good thing. That's good. That's good. That's good. Let's go. Cleared it. That room's good. See, this room's just like a giant trap. Oh, let him die. Duck. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Let him get shot. Okay, that's good. Now we get to a room that I'm not sure about. X-ray glasses. Okay, that wouldn't be that bad to have, actually. Okay, so there's a gun right there that we have to deal with. But I know that there are multiple wires in here. That's what I'm not sure about. I know there's a wire or two in here. I feel like there's probably one behind the bar. Oh, I almost walked right into that. Fuck you, game. No, seriously, fuck you, game. I saw that there, and it didn't let me dodge it. Yeah, fuck this. I'm not playing any more of this shit tonight. That just pisses me off, because that's really not fair. I knew it was there, but the turret just randomly locked onto me from further away than it's supposed to. So yeah, I hate this game mode. I really hate this game mode. And I do not want to play more of it, but I have to play more of it. But I'm getting better at it. I'm getting the hang of it again. A lot of it's just luck. So probably going to be streaming this tomorrow. If I don't stream it tomorrow, I will stream it Saturday. And it's going to be a night of suffering through Ethan Must Die. But thank you guys for being here tonight for that Platinum Trophy. That was a lot of fun. This game is great outside of some of the DLC. It was a lot of fun outside of some of the DLC. But yeah, so we are done for tonight. I will see y'all back here either tomorrow or Saturday for the next stream. And we'll be suffering through Ethan Must Die. I don't want to do it. See you guys real soon.